Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon, and this is Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. Like, wait, what am I playing? And we are in Kimura. We've just managed to reassemble our party, however, so that is a huge, huge bonus. And we're about to step outside of the anatomical opera. We do need to do a massive amount of level up for Ulfar, so let's start with that. He starts, there you go, he's got 15 ranks available. Just 15, folks, not too many, you know. So he is a soldier so far. Let's have a quick look at some of his features, etc. So good old run and gun, controlled shot. All of that is can dodge. He has got rapid fire, firearm mastery, the heroic act, and revel in slaughter. Go for the throat. When he moves next to the target, ignoring attacks of opportunity, and performs a single melee attack with critical damage. Yeah, that was an interesting one. It always led him to go to really weird spaces. He can kick people. He has dual weapon combat, so he can use both weapons. He does already have It Will Not Die. Rapid fire, we've already seen. Okay. Area attacks then cause further damage from next. Rapid fire no longer reduces damage, so rapid fire is a very good one for this guy. Each shot fired by the soldier grants them +1 agility till the end of their next turn. Dueling Master, increased parry. Plus 7% critical hit chance. This bonus is doubled against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover. That's an interesting one, in the fact that he cannot be protected by cover. He does not get into cover. He can act as cover, because he's that big and ugly. But he cannot get into cover. Reloading costs less. That's always good. Hey, David, how are you going? I'm good. I am fantastic. It's actually very first thing Saturday morning for me because I live all the way down in New Zealand. How about you? How are you doing? He has plasma weapon and melter weapon and flame weapon proficiency. Heavy armor, of course, he will always also have power armor. Eternal Warrior, yep, when he goes down, he gets back up. +1 to AP. Swift Hunter. He can use MP after attacking or using abilities. That's a fantastic one. Okay, and then of course Adeptus Astartes equipment, survival instincts. You know, he's kind of a big and bulky guy. Bolt weapon proficiency, black carapace, moves or dodge penalties from power armor, which is fantastic. Right. So then let's actually look at his leveling. So a quick look at soldier. He took the bonus of firearm mastery. To the end of combat, the soldier's rate of fire is increased by 30%. Plus, to the end of the soldier's turn, they gain +4 MP. A bit of extra rapid fire and a bit of movement. Once again, let's go back. Let's have a look at what he's got so far. He is, of course, all about versatility. Gain kick. Target the kick must pass the toughness test or fall prone. The Archmage can make 1 extra attack. Extra AP. Ballistic skill. But it's come across to his skills. And let's have a quick look to see what he actually has. Begins with 2 stacks of versatility. Potential. When entering combat, the Archmage gains 14 weapon skill and 40 ballistic skill until the end of combat. Oh yes. 100%. Why not? The Archmage gains a +5 plus number of versatility stacks percentage bonus to critical damage. Kept when the Archmage uses cautious approach or confidence approach. Yeah, maybe. That's pretty good as well. Dependable. Bonus to armor. Stacks targets that have their armor reduced by any effects, which is likely to happen a lot. Applied by the Arch Militant's allies, the Arch Militant deals 10% damage. Selection reduced. The Arch Militant deals +2 damage. Probably very useful as well. We're starring far too many things here. Dodge reduced, +10% critical hit chance. Has that parry reduced, +20% critical damage. Uses a heroic act or desperate measure. The Arch Militant gains +1 and +10% damage on all attacks until the end of combat. Getting a stack of versatility increases critical hit chance by 5% at the end of the turn. Bring an end move and melee attack makes all the Arch Militant's range attacks this turn cost -1 AP. The first single target attack ability used by an ally on the Arch-Militant grants +1 action point. Maybe. As long as the Arch-Militant has killed at least one enemy with a melee attack this round, they gain 14% to dodge. Can use 2 times ranged weapons within melee range, but with a minus the ballistic skill. I've near enough started everything so far. Content for the week. A stun, prone, or blinded. He should be stunned, prone, and blinding people. Any ranged area and ranged burst attack of the Arch-Militant reduces weapon skill of all enemies hit by -10. By days, I want it all. An ally grants the Arch-Militant an extra turn. Alright, we'll skip that one. Reduce deflection of all enemies hit by -2 in the armor by -7 until the end of combat. Does not stack, but it still hits them. Burst attacks and melee area attacks reduce enemies dodge. Yes, potential. I'm ticking everything. 50% damage to targets that have a priority target. Every weapon attacks cost -1 action point potential. Enemies that were forced to make a resistance test by the Arch-Militant will make any resistance test from any sort with a -18 penalty until the end of combat. Alright, let's take a small step away from this. Yep, let's step away. Let's have a look at his equipment. Now, of course, we can equip him with a few little extras here and there. He's mostly into, athletics, carouse. He's pretty high on persuasion and agility as well. Yep, he currently starts with a bolt pistol and a combat knife, or the good old Astartes bolter. Let us do second attack against them as an automatic dodge. If he hits with a single shot attack, where deals warp damage. Don't have any weapon cost -1 AP. Turn becomes that. They gain temporary wounds equal to 6. Whenever they make a melee attack, they regain 1 wound. Not using Deadeye shots. Melee attacks increase damage by 0. +10 bonus to awareness. Reflection equal to the wearer's psi rating. -15 persuasion and the Inquisitor command ability, which grants +20 momentum, removes burning, bleeding, and toxic from the wearer and allies in a 5-star radius. Grants wearer's persuasion divided by 7. My persuasion being 62, so almost 10. Temporary wounds to the wearer and their allies in a 5-star radius. Not terrible. Okay, so yeah, we'll keep him with just that ring on for now. We obviously will get more gear as we go along. There's no worry about that. And if we come down to equipment, he can have crack grenade, self heal, another grenade, and most of these cannot be used by him. We're going to chuck in a second crack grenade. Okay. Back to that leveling up. Of course, if we come down to these. Yep, bolt weapons, 100%. We need to become an expert in that. That's pretty much what he's going to be using. I don't think he's going to use too much else, if I'm honest. Chain weapon attacks. Potential for that. He needs a little bit of everything, to be honest. I'd say agility is a bit more important than perception. No, wait, sorry. Perception's more important because it does both melee and ranged attacks. Dodge reduction. Agility only does melee. We will want strength. We will want weapon skill. We will want ballistic skill. That's pretty much how that one, I would say, would end. Flame weapon expert. I mean, again, probably not quite nice to have grenadier, I think. Don't need to reduce strength value. He's got an oodles of strength. Maybe a melee weapon expert. Nimble. Yep, that could actually become quite useful. Because he doesn't get a dodge reduction because his black carapace attribute. Power weapons, solid projectile weapons. Get potential swift movement we probably won't bother with. Okay. And so 2 stacks of versatility. When entering combat, we definitely want that one. Bonus to critical damage. We're going to keep the... I mean, they are actually quite small numbers, because, you know, we're talking maybe 8% or 7%. So I'm going to turn those 2 off. We're going to keep exploit weakness and preferred targets. We'll keep accustomed to glory. Yeah, we'll keep arms master. First single target ability used by an ally arch on the arch militant grants +1 action point to that ally. Maybe close quarters combat, contempt for the weak. Area attacks, both melee and range. We're not going to be using area attacks. But burst attacks, we are going to be using. So we'll keep that. Heavy weapon attacks, we'll take that off for now. Okay, so we've slimmed it down. I think the one I'm going to start with is this one. We get 14 weapon skill and ballistic skill till the end of combat. That's a huge bonus, and that will I probably won't really put anything else in weapon skill and ballistic skill in terms of actual stats, to be honest. Strength is really high. Let's go some added perception. Attack turn costs 0 AP. Will immediately gain 7 MP. If the arch militant has stacks of versatility, they gain +3 more stacks of versatility, which lasts until the end of their turn. A reckless rush. Deathful characters gain 50% critical hit chance against targets with a bleeding effect, or with 50% of less of their maximum wounds. Suffers -7 less damage from fire, toxic, and bleeding. Characters gain 10% to critical hit chances for axes, hammers, and las weapons. The injury increases the Deathward character's agility and willpower by +5. Every trauma counts as 3 injuries. Probably... No, I mean, Brutal Hunter could be quite good, because characters should end up bleeding because of my party setup. Not going to bother with Lifetime of Scars. We're not going to use trusted weapons. He's not really going to be using axes. Well, in fact, no, he might get an axe, because, you know, that's very Space Wolf of me. Axes, hammers, and las weapons, so maybe we'll come back to that. I'll mark it for now. So we'll probably come down here. Bolt weapon expert. 10% armor penetration. Oh, awareness? He has a very high number. Athletics. That's because Heinrichs isn't in the party. Maybe he'll replace Heinrichs. Who knows? Starts with 2 stacks of versatility. Get a bonus to armor penetration or critical damage. Yeah, check that's what I've basically got. Genius. Dodge of all enemies hit by -8% to the end of combat. Use the weapon skill of enemies. Let's jump in. Let's chuck down more perception. This direction. I am. Give him nimble. Let's I'll have their dodge reduced. That's probably not going to have too much. Their armor reduced is probably going to happen too much. We'll keep that one. Again, so we'll stack up some athletics. Stack up some perception. Help him hit things. Basically, the first time in combat, the archman reaches 0 wounds while under the effect of steady superiority or heroic sacrifice. The archman absorbs 20% of the maximum wounds and loses this effect. Re-attack grants a stacking plus 2% bonus to crit chance. Do not spend all MP. Additionally, each attack grants a stacking 5% bonus to dodge. Heroic act of the archman archetype and heroic act of the warrior or soldier archetype in a single combat sold. Again, we'll stack up some more athletics. And custom to glory. And vice versa does not stack. No more perception, that's fine. In strength, weapon, and ballistic skill are going to jump up by 14 every single combat. Strength is also really high. I mean, I could also pump up agility, it will help with melee attacks. Or we could just make him even more tank ridiculous. Come down here. Solid weapon expert, melee weapons specialist. Not spend AP. That's definitely what we want. We'll go devastating attacked. Attacked? Devastating attack. Next. Thinking of beginning stack with 2 attacks of versatility. I mean, it's not bad. Blood Haze is also really, really nice. I don't know how many more of these I get. I think I get at least... I get at least a couple more. Oh no, wait, that was off here. Available talents. Choose talent. So I get one more. Choose common talent. Okay. And so... I'm going to go ballistic skill. I think he's going to become slightly more of a shooter. But he's definitely also going to be charging in and making a nuisance of himself. Even more into athletics. Always ready. Okay, this time we'll put it into... agility. A bit more dodge. Oh, straight back in again. We'll put it into agility. Common skill. We could chuck it into a characteristic. Have meat weapon specialist. Solid projectile weapon. You know what? We're going to put it into a skill. We're going to chuck it into perception again. And the last part of our heroic act. The attack grants a stacking 2% bonus to critical hit chance. We are going to be doing quite a lot of attacking with this guy. That's kind of the whole point of him. And bada bing, bada boom. Takes level 36, which we do apparently have. Okay. Ally grants an extra turn provided by... No. Every new enemy damaged by them this combat. That's going to be a pretty big one. As long as they have no ranged weapons, they will always have a ranged weapon. Probably not going to do that too much. Character's critical hit chance and critical damage are increased by 5% of their dodge. Probably not. Melee attack each round deals an additional 2 damage for every cell between the character's current position and the spot they started. Very potential. The character's dodge reduction is higher than the enemy's dodge. Let's just not go there. Every round after the character kills the first enemy, the character immediately makes an additional single attack against the closest enemy they can target with the same weapon. Most probably. 1 stack of degraded defense. I can't remember if we're kind of going to apply that to everybody, because if we apply it to everybody, it makes a lot of sense. Right, armor by 8% until the end of combat. The reduction is applied before damage is calculated and stacked. Target's pushed by the character gains 2 additional action points. Any damage the character deals is increased by +1 for every attack they have made this combat. Character's abilities. Nope. Flesh wound. Very much so. Armor against target's attacks suffer 10% addition. Maybe lethal threat. Enemies hit by the character with a melee attack must pass a position test. Make it its priority target. Character, they suffer 7 direct damage. What do we do? Willpower resistance test. Attacked by an enemy, they gain momentum equal to the difficulty of the attacking creature, quite possibly. Deal damage to targets other than the main target. They gain Deadeye shot. If it pushes an enemy, I don't think we're going to be pushing enemy. Bonus to their strength equal to 20% of their maximum wounds. Why not? Fight against +5 characteristics. 3 of the enemy's deflection. Wait, yep, quite possibly. Characters healed. They gain 40% more wounds. If the character loses wounds, their next melee attack gains +1 damage for every 2 wounds the character has lost. 7% over penetration. Doubled. And they currently have 6, so that would double it up 12. Characters dodge reduction and their armor penetration increased by 10% of their critical hit chance. Character wears light armor. Well, that's not going to happen either. Resistance test equals 30. All effects that reduce their MP. Critical hit. Okay. They're quite like Steel Shell. Quite like Relentless and Flesh Wounds. That makes him very, very tanky. Very, very tanky, which is what I think we're going to start off with. So let's go Flesh Wounds. And then... okay, we're down into a first tier. Not count towards the attack limit that turn. Okay, I'm assuming I picked that. I didn't double that up. I'm assuming I only picked that in my common talents last round. Demolition Expert... Yeah. Demolition instead of intelligence. Demolition is currently on 80. Intelligence is on 35. Doing additional damage out with ranged area. Oh, we're not using area attacks though. Camaraderie. Use to ally. Soldier's second attack action in a turn deals 50% more damage to enemies that have not suffered damage from the soldier during this turn. Cover efficiency. Ally adjacent to them. Will cover against an enemy. When at full wounds, the soldier has 10 ballistic and 2 MP. He's not going to stay at full wounds very long. Ranged burst attack deals additional damage equal to the weapon's current rate of fire. Against enemies in that radius. 3 different enemies, the soldier gains 24% more damage for the next attack in the current combat. Medium armor does not reduce. Slaughter. Soldiers will use cover against an enemy's attack. They gain a guaranteed critical hit against that enemy. Okay, so let's... Second attack action in turn deals 15% more damage. Go for that. Okay, and that is Ulfa all leveled up. That was a bit of a mission. 16 odd levels. a whole talent wheel.
Unconventionally high efficiency for the unit Cassia or Celio, relative to unlimited experience.
What a guy, Pascal. You're doing better than I would ever have expected of you, because I have very low standards of you. And, oh, we need to go to the arena, if I remember correctly. But there is also... so here we are, at the anatomical opera. This doesn't take us to the arena, this takes us through to the other side. We need to go through the pit, I think, to get to the arena. I will happily go through the pit and say hello to the man who just went and betrayed me and... put some bullets in his head, basically. Let's go down to the mangled sector for a second. As from the last time I played, I believe there may be a fun guy waiting for us down here. And by that I mean this is going to be rough as hell. I need to be a little bit cautious, but it touch wood, should be okay. It's the fight at the end of this chapter that I am really worried about.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Composer with athletics. There he is.
Centuries of service and practice.
Tonos. Let's take us.
Stars are my canvas.
Let's do a lovely Deadeye shot. And let's shoot the thing.
I will set them free.
Okay, we picked a fight. Did the fight actually... Yes, it did. And so... Pierce the Armor has already added. And Eye of Oblivion, which adds anyway. Vital Energy. Which increases weapon skill and ballistic skill and deals more damage. Wahey. It also has... Let me see, I think it's aggressive. Can attack more than once per round. Reject the flesh. When the Pain Engine's wounds are reduced to 2/3 and 1/3 for the first time, they gain an extra turn. The cooldown of devitalization is reset. Combat Master. Switches negative effects. It becomes staggered instead of suffer. It doesn't get as bad negative effects. Burning Touch of the Warp. Or are affected by psychic powers. They cannot use power from pain. And then they have power from pain, which will get turned off immediately. So... Well, hang on. Let's... You can come and stand in there. I'm gonna stick you in there. Technically put you in cover. Not that I think he's... I think he's pure melee. Yeah, lesser tendrils. So it's not too much of a problem anyway. We just kind of want to be a little bit spread out, if I'm honest. Stick you back in here. You are, of course, going to be charging forward. Let's hide you in here for now. The same with you. We are basically going to try and blow up this thing and attack him at the same time with Cass as an opening move. So... Waking Nightmare.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Go and reduce his stats. I don't even know how much... There you go, he's 386 health. Don't know how many he had to begin with, but probably quite a lot. I don't know if it's going to destroy the cover, to be honest, but we'll find out. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Let's not forget these. Let me see. We'll chuck that one in there.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Chuck the front line
I'm
in
not
there.
accustomed to being ordered around.
And the rear line
I am a
in
navigator,
there.
not a servitor.
Right. Then we'll go about trying to destroy this thing. Okay, yeah, no, that seems like a pretty solid... Oh, no, it half got destroyed. He did not... Oh, he got staggered. Of course, yes, he doesn't get stunned, he gets staggered. But that did do a big penalty to his skills. Let us...
If I may.
I think he's about to get an extra turn already. Yes, he is. He is devitalizing himself. Or devitalizing me and helping himself. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. I said that'll do.
Just a scratch.
Did he just technically go man down already? He is devitalized. He's got Eternal Warrior on. And if he's immune to damage, also counting as full cover for his allies. So this guy can't get through here, so we would have to come around here, which I'm not even technically sure if he makes it through that gap either, if I'm perfectly honest with you. So we are going to...
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I mean, what is his movement out of curiosity? 10.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay, so we do get an extra turn. Let's go and mark this dude as some prey.
Schemes within schemes.
I mean, that's going to be cover. So he is going to be able to fit through here. If CC was one further back, he wouldn't actually be able to reach. So this could get very painful, to be honest. We want to...
Let's see.
go piercing shot. And let's shoot this guy.
Behold the wrath of madness!
That'd be Cass. Now he's actually going to get his go. Gonna come around and try and kill Cass. Oh, he didn't make it! He didn't make it! He is 100% about to get an extra go if I charge in and try and kill him. Can I stay standing? What is my dodge percentage? 95%. I mean, how about it sounds? It almost would have been better for him to attack Cass. She has a lot of dodge.
I am your blade and shield.
He parried.
As honor ordains. There is only death. Yours or mine.
Well, at least she's willing to die, because it may just come to that. Oh, he's so close to dead. He's about to have a go and munch the halolo out of me. Was it? I think it's 4 attacks. There you go, dead in 3.
Our existence is so fragile.
But of course.
End this creature. Alright. We've got a couple of wounds we need to heal. That's fine. We can get rid of some traumas. The Biocombat creature is flailing its limbs faintly. Its body is broken and bears the signs of combat, but it seems no one is planning to repair it. You can see the glistening flesh under the cracked carapace and the bunches of wires that permeate it. The armor plates rise heavily, and the creature hits a wistful, creaking sigh full of regret. Claw on Pascal's Macendrite clangs loudly. The visor emits a series of clicks, switching the observation spectrum. Pascal's hands automatically reach for the combi tool in his belt, even as his eyes closely watch the dying creature. Clothes of this creature, it is oozing with stained crimson shades and the tenebrous blackness of suffering. It is as if this construct was purposely made to absorb the most dreadful colors that living things can exude, but how is that possible? Gal, would you like to study this device? We're going to go, hang on, we're going to go tech use. Within the creature, the hard ones on skeletal paws and the flexible ones on metallic cords is equipped with a variety of implements similar to surgical tools. It can clean inside the mechanism with the holes in its armor. Its gut can open to drag a hamstrung victim inside. Once the victim finds themselves in the monster's stomach, it will be pierced by injectors that will liquefy them. Substance will then drain through the reservoir at the tail end of the creature. Request approved. He eagerly unfolds his Macendrites, and they all rush towards the monster. A shrieking drill cuts deep into the armor, while a claw hungrily snaps off chunks of the flesh pierced with strands of metal wire. The creature thrashes and wheezes, but cannot escape the merciless vivisection. Process interrupted. An operational collision has been detected. What made you stop? This unit is under the influence of conflicting impulses. The operational vector of cognition dictates the necessity of studying this subject. The operational vector of obeying the Omniscient as universal law dictates the necessity of recoiling from the subject and purifying it. The operational vector of adoration before his might dictates the necessity of reverence for the subject where the natural spirit resides in synthesis with that of the machine. Purge this corruption. As doctrinally collect, Pascal leans over the creature and drills wills and wrath and fury. The tech priest's voice boils like lava, ringing with the promise of divine punishment. Let the cycle be discontinued. Let corruption be purged. All right. So we purged the subject. It's horrible Xenos creature. It's going to give us a Life Sunderer. Attacks with Life Sunderer grant 50% to over penetration. And a Tonos Pain Converter. We've got some other random stuff we can take. Demolition. Hey, I'm happy to blow this up. I've got 4 charges. Never thought that would have happened. Law of Xenos, Law of Xenos. Go on then, Adira. Impress us. 85%.
The premonition
Beautiful.
runs
2 more Melter charges back. And I believe there is
Patience. Oh, my nerves are frayed.
another source
Both strong and wise is Ulfar.
of demolition that I can go and exploit, as well as, excuse me, as well as a, oh no wait, I've already through here somehow. No wait, I've been to here, it's not here, it's here. So I can blow this up.
Genius triumphs.
Collect these goods, well hey, we get it back. We also get 12% parry when using swords. The wearer is an assassin, and we don't actually have any assassins. Whenever the wearer successfully dodges or parries an incoming attack, they gain plus 10 momentum. But only I can stick that on Ulfar. And then if we come
lies
back
beyond?
around this way, these guys are of course all cleared out. There is nothing here, but there is, now where is it? Here it is, the safe. Retrieve the safe. Come on, Ulfar.
The All-Father created me for carnage, not for this.
Ah! He sounded oh so boastful that he had gone and succeeded. Right, and then let's come to
I
you.
am your shadow.
Use it on
Did you
yourself.
think my body was suffering?
Then let's go and grab another one and
I
use
will
it on
mend
Ulfar.
the thread between body and soul.
Oh no.
I'll survive. I always survive.
Didn't manage.
Your time has not yet come.
Didn't manage to get rid of fatigue.
I
That's
didn't
interesting.
notice.
Didn't even get rid of a fresh injury. Hang on, let's
I will mend the thread between body and soul.
remove that fresh
No
injury.
medic I needed. Just give me some milk.
And let's see if this is a weird bug thing.
Your time has not yet come.
No, it's not.
I'll
We can't get rid of
survive.
fatigue. Interesting.
One step at a
survive.
time. Amidst the
Doesn't
madness.
quite count as a trauma, it seems. That's interesting to note. He's going to remain fatigued, which is not good. Especially knowing what comes up in a little while. Okay, so that dude's been removed from existence. And where am I? I'm over here. Let's run back in this direction. Wow, that is a really big blood streak. That guy got dragged or fell down that way somewhere. Oh, hello. This guy again. He's running towards me, but I can't look at him. It's odd. Oh, 85% chance.
Over.
Is that a success? It was. And we found empty dividers lying on the ground. It contained repotropine, a stimulant that heightens one's perception of moving objects, but hinders their ability to see stationary obstacles. Interesting.
They
So
will
we,
see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Shriekers, to the pit. We've got a conversation we're having with a self-proclaimed commissar. Why am I suddenly here on my own? How does that work? Hello, Mr. Commissar. Brothers and sisters, it's time for you to meet our greatest ally, Rogue Trader CC von Valancius. Herself is part of the Resistance. I ask you, how can we fail with someone so mighty fighting on our side? The Maleficent Xenos have already tried to kill her in the arena, yet their efforts were for naught. The Emperor protects. I tell them that your true business is. Care to find out? Let's see who they believe. Their brother in arms who promised them an expeditious escape, or the highbound loudmouth without a concrete plan. Questions about you personally. Who are you really? Ayako Sotny. I didn't lie about that. You want to know my trade? I've got none. I was born in a hive that was suffocating from overpopulation. All I did my whole life was just survive using whatever means fate would throw my way. You want to know who I serve or who I believe in? Myself and myself, no one else. Maybe you meant to ask what my calling is. That would have been an interesting question indeed. I think I may be an artist at heart. Huh. They were forming an Astra Minotaur regiment on my planet. Thousands of morons fought the Commissar's rocks about rations and the glorious duty that is protecting the Imperium. I wasn't one of them, of course. However, it soon turned out that those thousands of volunteers weren't enough. That's when the planet's governor conscripted the entire population of 17 hive levels, everyone who was of age. I lived on one of those levels. That's how I became a soldier, or to be specific, how I joined a penal legion. Our regiment was branded from the start for some heinous act committed by one of our dead predecessors. When they left us to die at the hands of the Drukhari, I decided I'd eaten enough rubbish out of the Imperium's hand. I beat our commissar to death and convinced my unit to surrender. That's how I ended up here. You look like you enjoy yourself. You seem surprised. You're the one whose former life was sweeter than this one. But for a commoner like me, our beloved Imperium is just as much of a deadly, treacherous, deceitful place where everyone wants to use you and kill you. No more question. Praise the Emperor. Traitorous maggot. Yes, yes, you got me. I'm a traitorous maggot. Just keep it down, will you? If you have a problem, I survived. I don't know. Kill me, are you? That would be most unwise. Malice used to be one who could get you things to survive, but now I've taken over. If you kill me, who will supply you with good weapons, stimulants, and armor? You take part in my show, and I give you access to the stories of the stores of the Resistance. You just keep your mouth shut and your finger off the trigger. Strike and leave a bloody wound on the Commissar's face. Presses a hand to his face. The blood that is streaming through his fingers make his heroic profile look even more so. That was fair, your ladyship. I have other business to attend to. I mean, like, where's my party? Obviously accept. I guess this is how I change my party in that room. But I'm not going in there solo to pick a fight with him. This is Grim Darkness mode. Not stupid. I do stupid things. Not stupid. That's rude. Where is the... I demand everybody else joins me in there. Unless they were all hiding in wait in there or something. They were actually round corners.
In this tapestry of a world,
Well, then let's
I
go
am the rogue thread.
back. Ooh, nope, the arena's not here. It's next one. That's not the arena, is it? No. Where's the arena entrance gone? Opera. Goes back around to there, to the actual anatomical opera. So... I could have sworn there was a massive... There's a massive portal somewhere, isn't there? Obviously not here.
Patience.
Here, yes.
Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Here you go. Portal to the arena. This is what I'm after. Jump through. Cool. Yep, there's a couple of people that were murdered and left behind a couple of combat knives. Pick those up as it dictates. Add them to our storage. Should probably have a quick look through my inventory as well. I can probably quickly chuck a few things into storage. I've probably got multiple stacks of certain armor that I was collecting, especially when I turned up here. Didn't have any of my equipment. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody wants to kill each other. Aren't we all excited to see some blood be shed? Let's get on with the combat. Charge. Got people, Yukari, we've got Sliths, we've got me! Here I am.
Let's see how to dismember you properly.
These guys allow me to jump up to here, which allows me to have a look at the snipers. But let's have a quick start on a look. Okay, we're going to stick Cass on the right. That's where more people seem to be. Pascal. You... Flip off left. Let's put you partly in cover. CC, you're in support. Kibala. You're of course going to be going for a crazy run in this direction. Ulfa. He's going to get... oh no, he can get through here. Let's just bring you front and center then, and... There, let's stick you in some cover. Okay, so it goes Cass, CC, and then Kibala. That's a pretty nice looking start. Let's of course... Put that down there. Front line will try and get in here somewhere.
A navigator, not a servitor.
Then back line. Truck in that direction, and then get a few people with waking. Well, we can get two. I mean, a brutal Slith is probably worth getting in that. Oh, there's a guy. He's not quite in the cage. He's just on the cage. So we've got those guys. Yep, I don't think that destroys any cover that I'm behind. Go and hit them. Stunned. Stunned. Not stunned. And not stunned. Quite alright. Simply do it again. We hit Kibala if we go that direction.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? How dare you?
Let's give two AP and no MP. I'll give Ulfa.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Extra go. Die in disgrace, indeed. 20 momentum removes all those effects, 20 entry wounds to the radiator and any allies in a 5-cell radius. Do that. I think that would have hit all of these guys. 6 health, back, and end that turn. Okay, so we've gonna taken out some people quite nicely already. So yeah, Keebler will be able to jump forward, probably be able to take out the Brutal Slith. Might even get Keebler to in fact just jump straight up the portal and try and take out the Cabalite Sniper, to be honest. But for my first trick,
Let's see.
take out one Slith. Slith. And the Cabalite Sniper.
Within schemes.
Full on over penetration. Let's.
I will tear your heart out for this. A work for a flesh crafter.
And I'm gonna run and gun.
Let's see.
Oh, dodged. Everybody play nice.
A wicked thought.
And stack of perplexed.
Schemes.
Also
within
throw a grenade.
schemes.
Come perplexed. Have a bit of that. The Vessel of Tech Leprosy. Right, yeah, it gets extra stacks of perplexed, which lowers its ballistic skill, weapon skill, intelligence, or perception. I mean, not bad, really. Not bad at all.
High momentum.
Blood does now have. So I think
Death comes in.
we're gonna send her all the way to the back and enter the portal. To be honest, she's now up here. Let
I
us
shall not fail.
a little bit of extra damage.
Trust me.
You unleash my fury.
He's bleeding by 12. So I should just be able to jump back through the portal, quite frankly, and be done with this one. They should go and very happily commit suicide on their own turn. We are going to
Death is a blessing.
kill that one. We are going to right, I have to actually select someone for death
Emperor
waltz.
whispers his will. Pain brings me no pleasure.
So 5 left. 1 should be dead, so we've got 3 on this side, and this Brutal Slith over here as well. Only got, I believe, 1 stack of this. No, actually we've got 5.
As the tenants demand.
I'm gonna start dancing a merry waltz over in this direction.
As honor ordains. Let your soul be purged. I shall not fail. Caught by the web. Death is a blessing.
Right then. We see this dude to blind him? No, he's a bit far away apparently.
What?
From
Was that you?
blind the Brutal Slith. Leave that there. Gibala, you're done.
Brings me no pleasure.
Pascal.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Have you come up this way? And brutally murder this person. Look at them, straight off the platform. Right, we've got 1 left living. That's this Slith down here.
On it.
Analyze target. Make that target suffer. Might be wasted because it might be Adira's turn next turn technically. It is. And that's also that. Oh, whoops. I accidentally pressed spacebar there. Okay, that's not too much of a problem. Let us... Oh, whoops. That's not quite what I was after. This is what I was after. Go for the throat. Let's kick him. And let's murder him whilst he's on the floor. You former captives, you have a chance to rectify the mistakes that made you forfeit your Archon's favor. I doubt Imerus will change her mind, and Sinis Thoria will surely not want to give up her new plaything. My offer still stands. Kobolds, you're not joking. You welcome the vilest of them into your honored retinue. Property of the cult, and only the succubus have the right. Your offer is accepted, monkey. What did you say, you arrogant wretch? But I just want to hand him over to the Inquisition, quite frankly.
I wish to vivisect you.
So we're going to set up it near enough the same way. From there, let's have you there. Let's have... We can come around to the outside this time. Have you come in there, and let's have Adira come in there. Let's start the battle, of course, with an opening Cass move. No, let's step around this cover. We can hit everybody with that. Let us first... Yep, Abyss is the big and scary. Wait, let us first...
I am a navigator, not
Oh,
a
damn it.
servitor.
Look at my movement on. So I've actually not gone and put myself in that area. Very annoying. Front line. Target is being
Isn't
over
this
here.
a job for the serfs?
Kibula, unfortunately, now I think is going last. Don't know how quite that one works out. First to last. Let's go and
If I may.
weaken these three. And that hits. Claims it hits
I'm
everybody.
not accustomed to being ordered around.
Does. Let's do it again.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Oh, this ruby flesh is
Choking me.
Probably, hopefully managed to stun. Yep, I think that's maybe one, that proselyte champion who's not stunned. There's one that survived the stunning process. And I'm once again going to
I am
give
a navigator,
an extra
not a
turn to
servitor.
Ulfar, who is going to grant the 20 momentum.
None can do this. Feel the icy
Let's
bite of
That's off a few rounds.
What if?
Penetration. I'm actually going to run out from cover just so I can do this.
A genius at work.
Of course, let's not go and forget. That's the only one that's not stunned. Oh, I'm I'm one square away from being able to throw a decent grenade.
Predictable downfall.
Stunned, and Adira will leave the heroic act for Adira.
Schemes within. You are marked for demise.
Everybody play nice. Stunned. Adira. Heroic act of this beautiful little lightning chain.
The whispers must be up.
Then
Anything
go
else?
blind. This. You know, let's just go and scream at them, quite frankly. Oh, 0 extra damage got passed on. We have another heroic act. And Ulfar with one blinding shot finished it. I was about to say missed. That would been a very dramatic ending. A finale as bloody as it is disappointing. Painfully. Alright, yep. Great speech, I'm sure. Wow, now, one can only marvel at the fickle turns of fate, rogue trader. So, Monkey, you really are intent on escaping from the chasm, aren't you? Bold ambitions for arena meet. Amusement, I take it neither do you. They will take us to the chasm now. Let us talk somewhere quiet. The Shrieker's Den will do. Partnership is over. I will make an effort not to. Be ready to serve me wholeheartedly and discharge your debt. Enough that I am treating you almost as an equal by agreeing to an alliance. Look for a pet Xenos elsewhere. There's you. Merson and Nazrakai pay for every moment of my humiliation. Don't make me wait. Ah, I was actually hoping to turn on him and kill him, if I'm perfectly honest. I mean, he is Xeno scum, you know? Do I have to keep...
lies beyond?
Do I actually have to keep to, my agreed upon ideal? Oh, wow, and we've got Abyss Neuro Agonizer. Most of the... At the cargo. Always at the cargo. At the cargo. Cargo. Yep, that obviously has to stay here. We will also keep hold of this blade, this pistol now.
There
Right,
will be
that seems to be
no
the arena.
peace in my wake.
Completely emptied. Blaster. Deadshot splinter rifle. That was a pretty simple fight. The opening moves with stunning the enemy really has served me very well for most of the game. I still definitely... I mean, if I have to take Mazurai with me, I am giving him up to the Inquisition. 100%. Like, there's no questions about that. Oh, hello. I was about to... Shades of Crimson and Scarlet, such barefaced desire to kill. Where will this trail lead, I wonder?
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Interesting. I mean, if I have to choose, obviously I'll choose Ulfar, but... hang on, right, so let's do our level ups. We need to... I mean, obviously we are the Demolition Queen. And... Man against 5 to all their characteristics until the end of combat. I mean, very, very tempting. Prey trail or mobilize. Each ally who is adjacent to prey. Dodge that attack and move one side in the opposite direction. We're going to go and grab that. A little bit of extra protection. Ooh. Tech use or logic. We shall bump up. Yep, let's hit logic. Why not? Stand behind. And then, Fires of the Forge, Steel of the Forge. While wearing heavy armor, Forge World characters gain 1 MP, 1 deflection, and cannot fall prone. He is now finally in heavy armor. Ooh, Medikai it is. Medikai as well is a beautiful skill that gives me more health. And then we have, anytime my character scores a critical hit, there's a 10% chance to double the damage. Very nice. Blood Blast, stacks, open veins, etc., etc. Just you know, agonizing mess everywhere. Is suffering from anything extra. While moving or bleeding enemies leave a bloody trail. Yeah, let's give myself a chance to do double damage. Right, we are pushing up. Let's say persuasion. I feel like that might suddenly become necessary in a second. Interest, all combat tactics bonuses are increased by 6% if the area was not moved for 2 rounds. Don't have many fights that last 2 rounds, quite frankly. Using a stratagem on a combat tactics area. Do you know what? Let's just go for what we know under my protection. And Didira. We are Xenos, kind of a person. Or Law of the Warp, in fact. Let's go Xenos. Smidge behind. And can we get not white Psychic Extremist? We need to be level 39 because we are not a sanctioned psyker. There are a lot of other things. That we do want to get. Let us. Resistance tests are increased. Yep, we're often in cover. Let's go and make it so that our effects come off more often. Now, I'm going to guess that Ulfar has in fact gone to the pit to maybe...
They will see. Oh, yes.
Go and
they
pick a
all
fight
will see.
with Mazurai. That could be my potential guess. Of course, I will be picking Ulfar above Mazurai. Like I said, I was kind of actually hoping to betray him at the end of combat. And if I do have to take him with me, I will be giving him straight to the Inquisition. So, yeah, I didn't actually want him on my party. I just wanted to make him swap sides and see what would happen. Having never done said act before, there he is. Thought he might be. There's a lot of blood everywhere. There's a big circle on the ground. Time seems stand still when you enter. Figures cast in shadow huddle against the walls turn to you. Everyone except a few standing frozen in the middle of the room with weapons in their hands. Nimble pest, aren't you? You could have surrendered without a fight. I would have snapped your neck and spared you torment, but you chose to die more painfully. I can continue dancing with you for a long, long time, but I'm growing weary of your pathetic attempts. What's going on? Not all your lackeys are well trained at CC. As soon as I crossed the threshold of this swallowed hole, I was forced to take up arms. I decided to unwind by chasing the stingy Xenos across the ceiling. Join me at Ver. On hands, put your weapons away, all of you. What? The rest of you just stood by and watched. None of my business, but seeing that hasty scumbag get the crap beaten out of him is fine by me. Just pay for the deeds of my dark cousin. One of the most effective methods of subduing unsanctioned Xenos. I was curious if it would work on Drukhari. Intervention in the conflict was deemed unconstructive. Unit identified as Xenos Malrazai does not have sufficiently high priority to trigger protective strategies. Oh, this is not what I meant. I meant, why didn't you, like, interfere and have kill the Xenos? Let's rid the world of the scum together. Let's finish him. I assume I'm now helping Ulfar. I assume he just disappeared. So yes, it turns out that my allies are in here.
Let us raise our cups at Fatar, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation.
What'd you call me at?
This
Vetter.
is the name given on Fenris to a pack father, a commander, or... You, of course, are a maiden, not a father. But we have no word meeting maiden commander in our tongue, as all space wolves are men.
Thank you for this honor.
Be worthy of it.
Yeah, I must take my leave.
Fenris,
Leave that there. So yes, everybody is stood around here. Come up in this direction. Let's speak to our commissar. Need new equipment. Oh, we can literally just moves one trauma. Can literally just grab almost anything off. And whenever it performs a single shot ranged attack from any cover, this attack gains 33% armor penetration. Ranger armor, Eldari equipment. I mean, I'm just going to take it all, don't get me wrong. Sword, Dancer, Cloak. Dodges a melee attack, they gain 11% critical hit chance until the end of their next turn. Very nice. The Distortion. One-handed force sword. Primitive sword, dueling swords, gladiator mesh armor, heavy armor proficiency. Whenever the wearer hits with a ranged weapon within melee range, the attack gains +1 stack of the perplexed effect. Whenever the wearer uses a consumable item, they gain 2 MP and 20% dodge. Whenever the wearer uses combat locus, the benefits of the target zone are multiplied by 4 instead of just being doubled. And all right, let's just steal everything. I mean, why not? My show of gratitude for disposing Malice. Like I said, yeah, he's still fatigued, which is really annoying. You have nothing left. Let's jump into equipment. Let's actually change it back to newest, oldest. So we've got things like these skin patches, which will help us remove traumas, which I'm sure this counts as a trauma. But, I don't know. Can't get rid of that fatigued. Combat pleasure stimulant. Dodges a melee attack. Now, I'm assuming that he can't wear... No, he can't wear normal cloaks. That's fair. He can, however... I'm going to keep what we've got equipped to him, mind you. Nobody else is really going to be using that. Hang on, let's go back to me. It gets confusing when everything's red. A single shot attack. Any cover, this attack gains 33% armor penetration. Or +5 agility and +10 athletics. Whenever the wearer uses a consumable item, not really going to happen too much. I don't even know what combat locus is. Eldari equipment. 40%, 15% dodge against non-Eldari enemies. If their agility is more than 65. So let's, do you know what? Have you not wearing Drukhari equipment anymore? Not that I use her, but hey, let's be nice. The only one that can wear this is going to be this guy, but I'm assuming 5% more dodge, 2 deflection against melee attacks, 2 deflection against ranged attacks. Let's keep it on ranged attacks, and let's keep what he's wearing. Because, quite frankly, it does look quite badass as well. A force sword. We'll see if that's any use to anybody in the long run. And a dueling sword, 17 to 30. Bio dagger. Can't use Drukhari equipment. That is 15 to 20 as compared to the axe I just took off, which I think was a little more. Never mind. And what else have we got? We've got some really big swords. Dodge or parries an incoming attack that gain 10 momentum. And the wearer has 10 or more stacks of Blood Blessed. Did you know what? Let's go and Put that on. What do you look like if I take your helmet off? Tough call on that one. She kind of, I feel, should be wearing her helmet, but it's just not the best helmet. Well, we'll leave it at that for now. It is encased in metal. I feel like we can do that. And get 10 momentum spikes every once in a while. Becomes immune to the slowed and immobilized effect. Increases the critical damage of where it hurts. Oh, it's 10 strength and 5 toughness. I think we've already gone through those, and we do have better. Okay, so if we do, in fact, just quickly look at Iliad, you can now use Drukhari equipment, not Drukhari weapons, though, clearly. Alright then, so let's just do Ulfar's level. Let's give him some more skills in, we'll call it an athletics performance. And then Axis hammers and las weapons, well, we're not using those yet. The ally uses a heroic or desperate the outfits and gains that amount of damage. Oh, these sound oddly familiar. Oh yeah, I just did the whole Arch Militant level 20 minutes ago. Every round, the first single target ability used by an ally on the Arch Militant grants +1 action point to the ally. Done. That means that if I give him the starting attack at the beginning from Cass, he will be able to do the rapid fire ability and then the burst attack. Where am I? Here we go. I don't know if Mazarai's about to attempt to get revenge on me. Like I said, I was kind of hoping to give him up to the Inquisition if it came to that, to be honest. Clearly, I had to pick between Ulfar and Mazarai for taking them out of this place. A bit of a shame, really. Because if I played this as a heretic, I would hope to take the Space Wolf out and corrupt him. But I would also want to take Mazarai. Although I suppose there was the option of I didn't intend to kill him. I don't know, maybe I could have persuaded him. Not entirely sure. But, yeah, it would have been interesting.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
So what exactly do I have to do now? The anatomical upgrade, that's what I thought it was going to be. Troubling developments, find a way to escape, find the traces of the Gene Stealer cult. Yep, we still need to do that. Go to the left. There's the direction we need to run off in. And all the way back up here. Kind of let myself catch up a bit in case the good old Drukhari Angel that's going around and claiming people's lives decides to pop back. Oh, hello. The rising currents carry the smell of pain, blood, ichor, and failed ambitions, the smells of the dark city. With my wings flung open, I weave the path through the spires like a dark lightning bolt, chaotic and unpredictable in its patterns. To fly is to hunt, and everyone in flight hunts everyone else. Even I, Scourge, Gartherit, Bloodfeather, do not have the privilege of inviolability around these parts. I may become someone else's prey, except probably not today. This day, I am the hunter. My homunculus modified olfactory receptors pick up the scent of my prey, and I tread cautiously as I approach it. I like it. We're kind of doing it from the side of the hunter. The stench of the monkey is foul but varied, and the scent of my prey is quite telling. A powerful specimen, brash and reeking of the blood of others. I descend to the minaret that grows out of the nearest spire and provides me with an excellent view. Accelerated reflex allow me to assess the situation in a fraction of an instant. It is time. But I still decide to wait and get a better look at the prey. I feel like I'm acting against myself. Like, this is a very weird feeling. A female monkey, a pampered upper caste cub who was fed and equipped with the best their race can offer. It suddenly arrived in the Dark City recently, the city which has not yet managed to leave a mark of perpetual expectation of doom on its flattened snout. The most glorious game which clings to life the strongest and leaves the sweetest death essence. Reflexes urge the muscles to act. I act! The shard carbine spews forth a stream of crystalline projectiles that howl and shatter as they pierce the flesh of the prey. A deadly slashing blizzard drapes the street in bloody snow. The bodies of random passers-by caught in the fire falling to the ground. This is a common occurrence in these spires. Everyone around me flees from the field of death, whose borders I have made. The prey falls, but is still alive. I did not expect the hunt to end with the first salvo. Prey is badly injured. I can easily finish it off in the open. The prey trying to locate me among the tangle of spires. Its frantic gaze looking for my winged figure. The hyperpupils allow me to examine the prey's face. I can see its eyes scrutinize my gear. There is no need to hide anymore, so I stand up to my full height and emit a wailing battle cry. Let the prey know what will kill it. Summons companions to its aid. A mistake! I unleash a new fan of crystalline shards, and the flesh of the prey blossoms with new cuts from my projectiles. Anyone who tries to approach it will be killed by the brittle shrapnel. Prey should have run away, not given me more chances to cripple it. The prey is weak. The prey breaks into a run then. By escaping from the open streets, the prey has deprived me of the advantages of my long-range weapon, but I will not let it escape. So I spread my wings and soar over the alley, pelting the prey with bursts of indirect fire. Chase must not end too soon. The petitioner wanted my prey to die slowly. There is a strangeness to the movements of the prey as it dashes away one moment and freezes the next. My receptotropin-altered pupils are adept at detecting movement, but they are worse at perceiving stationary objects, and my prey seems to be aware of this. Flees down the most predictable and straightforward route, hoping that its strength does not abandon it. Slips away using the bodies of random passers-by as cover. Grabs someone's weapon from the ground and returns fire at random. Ballistic skill. The air fills with gunfire. As soon as the prey fires the first shot, everyone starts shooting at everyone else. This chaotic firefight engulfs the entire street. It spreads across the dark city like wildfire, mindless and violent. I'm forced into a steep dive, spinning around and dodging the tracks of multiple projectiles. The damn trick worked, and I let out a frustrated squeal. The hunt continues. Prey manages to elude me for a moment by ducking into a crowded street. The jet booster on my back emits a stream of ghostly blue flame, and I continue my pursuit. As I storm into the street, I see the prey again. This is a nice catch. The petitioner wanted me to deliver the prey to her, but I decided to do something different. When it is over, I will impale the body of the prey on a spike protruding from the highest spire so that it serves as testament to my victory. Willpower test failed. I assume that's me, as opposed to the hunter. It is frightened, yes. The prey may have managed not to succumb to blind animal panic, but it is jittery. But its jittery movements clearly reveal the reason it is being dampened by instinct. Seeking to slow me down, the prey... Oh, damn it, we get minus 40 to these. We'll go for Lord Xenos, it's my highest chance. Slips away with the skill of one who has lived here their entire life. Succeeded! Prey glides through the alleys of the Dark City with amazing skill for an outsider, pulling away from me. I pursue it with a cry of excitement, but my advantage is palpably dissipating. The conclusion is drawing near. As I turn the corner, I triumphantly realize that I have driven the prey into a dead end. It is time for the massacre. The poison I received from the petitioner as payment for the hunt is contained in the crystalline projectiles and should have worked by now. It will slow down the nervous system of my prey, weaken its muscles, and render it unconscious. Carouse test succeeded. When I see the prey, I fail to discern any trace of the poison's effect. Could the prey be so strong that its body has overcome my deadly battle toxin? The prey... Demolition, athletics, logic. We're obviously going to go for demolition. A 90% chance versus 10 and 7. So we're going to set a trap for it. An almost invisible monofilament is stretched between the walls. It cuts into the joints of my wings, a primitive yet masterfully placed trap. The inertia of my body breaks it, and my adaptive tissues stop the bleeding, but my wings hang limply along my body. It will not be easy to return home to the top of the spires. The outcome will be decided in close combat. Wasting no time, my prey and... Oh, that's not good. My prey and I, that's... Hang on, breathe a second. That's terrible. My prey and I seize one another in a violent, furious embrace. Every decision made over the course of this fleeting hunt is being weighed, tipping the scale that will ultimately determine the winner. I am unpleasantly surprised when I realize the prey is aware of my combat style. It covers the vulnerable spots I like to cut open with my monomolecular claws, but this knowledge will not save it from my death. Sorry, save it from death. My embedded glands spew adrenaline into my bloodstream, and my artificially grown muscles convulsively swell under the porous fabric of my ghost plate. I torment the prey with claws protruding from my forearms and knees, and the prey... I mean, I do have a plus 70. I assume that's due to all the modifiers I've potentially put in my favor. Grabs one of the blades hanging from my belt and aims it at my throat. Responds with clinical attacks aimed at my weak points. Allows me closer, enveloping me in a deadly embrace and hoping to suffocate me before I tear it to shreds. We're going to go for weapon skill. The blade's hanging from my belt and aims at my throat. We struck off the blade, but its point steadily approaches my throat. It touches it, it pierces the skin extremely slowly and penetrates the larynx. It keeps plunging deeper, touches the other wall of my larynx and passes through. I can feel everything. My body softens with pain. My strength waning, I reach for the shard carbine and shoot the prey right in the face at point-blank range. The crystalline projectile whizzes within a hair's breadth of its face. A crushing blow turns my magnificent weapon to rubble with a mournful crunch. It seems it wants to know why I attempted to kill it. Would I tell it if I could about my petitioner, Kikaros the Witch, about how insulted she was by the deaths of her fosterlings, the blood-stained proselytes, in the arena at the hands of my prey? About how badly she wanted to spite the prey's master, the sour-tempered homunculus Tervantius, who had arranged that insult? I do not know, for my throat is crushed, and only a faint wail escapes it. I am dying at the feet of my prey. No, at the feet of a monkey. A humiliating end for one who earned the status of apex hunter of Camorra, through torturous alterations of the flesh and a bloody pilgrimage to the very top of the spires. Does it hurt to perish like this? It does. Is it fair? It is. The chaotic burst of violence that bloodied the streets of Camorra ends just as abruptly as it erupted. Such is life in the spires. Okay, there's no body to even loot, which is a bit of a shame. You want to have an old injury, that's fine. I'm assuming I didn't gather anything, nope, from...
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
From that wonderful little bout. But I have crushed the apex predator. And it shall no longer cause me problems. We are going to very quickly...
Neither do they.
Your efforts are noted.
Then we are going to... Sure, let's just chuck one of these down there. To the anatomical opera. That'll be everybody. And seeing what Tervantius, I believe that was his name. We'll see what Tervantius has to say for himself. Now, of course, last time I went dogmatic and I destroyed Tervantius as best I could and ruined all of his plans and just basically, yeah.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Went absolutely hell for leather at destroying everything here. Vividly remember lying on this table and watching mechanical pincers tear through your flesh. Look at me, inhuman, or I shall deal with you as I dealt with the bloodstained proselytes. Did something happen? Rushes about the laboratory, snatching up certain tools, vials, and notes. He conceals some of these items inside his own body cavities and destroys the rest. I've done what you wanted. There's at you and roars fiercely. This isn't what I desired, not to this extent. Cult of Fateful Thirst craves blood. Specimen, your blood, my blood, the one. One must be astoundingly insensitive to the vibrations of the Dark City not to realize this. I don't care about Kikaros. Forget the old promises, monkey. This is war. My loyal servants are being slaughtered across the chasm. I cannot take any more specimens away with me, and the ones I have already packed are far more valuable than you. Well, it looks like I'm going to destroy him anyway. Humiliated them, monkey. Kikaros and I agreed that she would send fresh meat against you, but she decided to undermine my authority by sending out her best. You slaughtered them, and so it was the cult's authority that suffered. But who cares about a pathetic monkey? You are my lackey, and thus it is I who is responsible for undermining the cult's authority. You dispatched me to kill them. It was supposed to go differently. Your performance was supposed to be a lesson in respect, not a declaration of war. You would have killed someone unimportant and made the witch's vanity bleed. The witches would have received your head as a slave. As a salve for their wounded pride, they would have been reminded for a time that I was still someone who could greatly complicate their existence. Instead, you have failed me, all of you. Kikurus did not keep her word, and you did not die in her trap. It is all your fault that things have spiraled out of control. So what's the plan? I will leave the Iconoclast Opera and withdraw to the Spire of the Reaving Tempest. The witches won't dare to settle their scores under the eye of my patron, so the Cabal's valuable servant is safe from their ire. As for you, go out to the streets of the chasm and die, or go to the arena and try to kill Kikaros. Even if you succeed, you will still die. I should have stopped wasting time on this idiocy long ago. All those pathetic simpletons did was weaken my focus and distract me from my masterpiece. At last, I can devote all of myself to it. So your fault, it was your idea. No, it must be your fault. My scheme was brilliant, but you ruined it, a defective specimen. Enter the arena. The Succubi will not pass up this chance to gut you in front of an audience. If you could simply wound Kikaros, it would give us both enough time to escape. For that, I would be willing to sacrifice the deadliest and most valuable specimens in my collection. You managed to kill her, run. Sinus Thoria will not let such impertinence go unpunished, and her wrath is 100-fold more dangerous than Kikaros' fury. Do not return to the chasm. You will find no shelter there. Seek salvation in other spires. You may prolong your agony for a short time. I must take my leave. Huh.
Oh, what lies?
Can I open
beyond?
some of these things now? Because quite frankly, as you're leaving, I feel like you also owe me. Got specimens in here. I mean, can I just like lay some explosives and blow this whole place up? That would be fun. Right, so it looks like it's back to the arena. Yep, back to the arena. Let's go and continue to kill everybody, basically. So we're going to go up against Kikaros this time, I think. The mistress of the arena? I think she's the one that does the announcing that I keep skipping because, you know, are you not entertained? Is not really a question I care about, to be honest. Oh, hello. You have insulted the cult of the Fatal Thirst, outsider. You have insulted the fighting pit itself. The witches are longing for you to die. Okay, then. Look at this fine specimen of a horrid creature. I assume ambush. Thank you.
Spectacle of your demise.
Prayer for battle. Okay, no, a bunch of these people just like destroyed themselves. Okay, what have we got? We've got 14. I've got 6 behind me. I've got 4 in this corner. And so that leaves 4 in front of me, who are definitely the most dangerous because, you know, 3 of these are slaves and 3 of these? No? Yeah, 3 of these here are also slaves. Right. Cass, as per always, goes first. Cabalite Thrallmaster, down here. Tormented Captives, the ones up here. And the Grotesque get to go first. Right. We are going to... Then it's Pascal. So, Pascal. Pascal, you can stay exactly where you are. CC. You can take a step to the back. Kira, you can also take a step to the back. Ulfa. A step to the front. So, these tormented captives, I'm not really too fussed by them. The ones that get to go before that is the Grotesque and the Thrall Master. Okay, I'd be morely worried, I think, about the Grotesque. So, that being said... Okay, no, you can't quite reach into those gaps. Hang on, let's put you out the way. Let's put you in the way. You'll hopefully take the damage off these guys. Then it's Pascal. And then it's pretty much all of them. And so, like, yes, we just need to pretty much keep killing in a very violent way. Because our guys generally do go to the back, and because we're kind of surrounded, things have looked better. We're going to put you down here. You're just going to go mental in this corner. So it's kind of, what's the opening with Cass? I think stay where she is. I reckon we can get all 4 of these in one attack. Potentially even take a step back. And let's go from there. Right, as per usual, let's make sure we... So right, back line. Rotate that.
If I may.
Realign. Press R to rotate.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
And then the front line fight. Happen around this guy, I reckon.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And so, let us... Waking Nightmare, let's get this other guy as well. Oh, we can. Let's get 2 for the price of 1. Mostly just want the grotesque, to be honest. Wow, that is a huge amount of hit points disappearing. Let us... That gets all of those. Can we... We probably can't spin it any further. Let's just get all of those guys.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
How did we do? The grotesque is stunned. This guy, Cavalite Ranger, is stunned. The Cavalite Warrior is not. And the Cavalite Ranger is. So just the Cavalite Warrior is still standing, so to say. Now, we can't really get anyone too much because of where we're at. Let's go and put that down there along with
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
He still only has 2 AP. I could have sworn I gave myself an ability to get 3. That's okay. Crack grenade costs me nothing.
See how the wolves carve runes out
Oh wow! I would have thought he would have died, not him. Never mind. Let's destroy that in there.
Disgrace.
Can't quite kick anyone because we're not in range. That's you. You've still got 2 points of attack. Do you know what? Let's just get another hit of this in.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Cavalite Warrior is now stunned. So all those Cavalite guys are stunned. Double dodge. That's what we like to see.
I can't stand it.
One of those captives just died. Pascal. You're going to quite frankly come stand in here.
Advancing.
Reckless abandon. Go mental.
The Omnissiah. Quantum observatorization. Denied.
Combat area that makes a free attack against a target. That attack will always hit. What's the bet that he'll attack someone like this tormented captive?
Running binaric override.
You've got reject the flesh, haven't you? You have not. Well, apparently not mechanical in any way whatsoever. I mean, let's just double check that. Are we sure? Not mechanical in any way whatsoever. Okay. Who comes next in the order? We've got a couple of stun guys. Oh, then Adira. Let's leave the heroic act to Adira. Let us... let's leave that there. We need to sort out his ability for multi-attacks, to be honest. Adira, we're going to heroic act this one up. And...
If only you knew what awaits you.
Could have moved first. Cavalite Ranger, Cavalite Warrior. Yep, it's both of those guys because now Ebola is in the way. And if I'd moved first, I could have Psychic Cone shrieked them as well. Or I could try and attempt to. I mean, technically...
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Didn't get Kibala. So they're dead. Very much so. Let's go and Oh, and the extra damage got passed on to this guy. This guy's doing his best I will not fall pose. Sensory deprivation. Weaken him down a little bit.
Was that you?
I completely forgot about this guy existing. And let's end that there. CC. Let us... Okay, right, let us... Let's just start taking people out one by one. Dead. Dead.
Fate claims another one.
Dead. Valiant slaughter. That'll be you. And this is just going to be an absolute massacre.
A dance of blades and shadows. The shadows will see us.
Dance, monkey
Death
dance.
is a blessing.
Absolutely brutalized. The key unlocks a door that then will lead to one that only happenstance will free. Your chance I'll be, to me the bolts will cede. Your part comes next to break the bonds and flee. To you, the merchant vagabond, I bring the gift of providence, but will you look? Your colors, Xenos, are fractured and wrong, as if refracted through a distorted prism. What should be familiar is dispersed, and the bedazzling shades won't stop twisting madly. To many things can three eyes glimpse at once, Sha'il's veiled paths and caverns of the soul. But with 1,000 sights, you could not see the wrecks of fate beneath reality. Past's creaking waltz will twirl you round in halls of intertwining serendipity. But not just yet, the dance calls for a pair. Your partner is, for now, tied up with me. I do not understand. Oh, nectar sweet, your name is ignorance. Make sure to savor every drop before your glass is drained by insight in a blink. You helped me once already, I am listening. Both opening and warning is my boon. Your fate hangs by a thread drawn breaking tight. But with a show of patience opportune, the merchant's certain death will turn to flight. You stride not into battle, but a snare of guile and strife, a neatly woven net. Plus, mistress lifts her sword into the air, and baying for your blood, her pack does set. So dance a ring around oblivion, await a sign from night's own melody. Catch sight of it, and then make haste be gone. One yawning mouth, one leap to set you free. So, Kikorok is planning to kill me in the next fight, but you are ready to effect my escape. All I must do is survive the arena, wait for your sign, and then run. You cannot possibly mean into a literal mouth, so you must mean for me to leap into a portal of some kind. Do I have that right? I love. The Harlequin sweeps into a low bow, like an actor who has performed for a true lover of high art. He seems satisfied with your answer. Xenos lays a finger over the mute lips of his mask and vanishes, as if to convey that your conversation is a great secret known only to the two of you. Poof! Like in a cloud of smoke. Nobody watch him run away. That defeats the whole magic of everything. Let's take all of my loot. Heavy greatsword. Always had the cargo zone. Incubus armor. Cavalite sniper rifle. Dark lance. Cavalite sniper rifle. Always had that to cargo. Select all. Police the standing. Always at the cargo zone. Police the standing. I'm going to say hero of the fight. I mean, no matter what happened. So no, that's not the arena. The arena is down here. So let's go and pick an arena fight.
Curiosity sings
And
in my veins.
survive until the Harlequin saves us. Monculus's minion. Goodbye. Ah, he's gonna make me speak to him. Master Tavantius sent me. Master wishes for you to send Kikaros on a swift journey to She Who Thirsts. Do not expect a fair fight. This is your execution. However, Kikaros is incapable of adequately assessing whatever she fails to comprehend. Therefore, you stand a chance, albeit a negligence one. Should you survive, do not return here. The witches will seek revenge, which is why the Master has already left the chasm and found new patrons. I suggest you do the same, so says the Master. Go to your Master now. The Master does not need me anymore. I'll go and kill someone, get their pieces, and make myself stronger. Say nothing and turn away. Let's just go to the arena. And so, into the jaws of death, we once more walk. However, there is a plan. There's a plan to escape this vile arena. Legend as ancient as Kimura itself, I give to you now. Behold the tales of Cilial, the exile, succubus dethroned, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. We're gonna have a fight.
Embrace.
And we're all absolutely glorious, and people are fantastic, etc., etc. There are 3 bad guys. I see. Oh, right, look at that. There's a skilled Beastmaster hiding behind them. So, I stick you left. Then we'll stack you guys up. Yeah, we'll stick CC and this side, and then Pascal. And also come left. Alright, well, standard opener. We can actually get all 3 of them. Is fantastic. Once again, we can get all 3 of them. Wait. Back line.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Rear line.
If only that were possible.
Yes. I'm being impatient. And front line.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I insist I will make it to them before they make it to me. While incoming warp damage increased by 20% and other types of damage increased by 14%. At the start of the turn, the enemy closest to them also becomes cursed. Now these guys do have that annoying
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
ability to deflect every other instance of damage. Okay, one got... Oh, has he got the... Oh, not the burning touch of the war. Her friends have 2 MP, 10% critical chance, and 100% damage to me. 100% damage to melee attacks. It's a bit brutal.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
One of them is stunned. The Beastmaster is not. I don't think this guy got... Oh, this guy got stunned as well, so both of them are stunned. This guy is most assuredly not stunned.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Let us... We can charge in. I don't know where this is going to make him stand, mind you, because again, I've said this before, he does some random things.
So it shall
There you go.
be.
I'm now going to come stand here for some reason. I don't know. It's just strange. So he does have, yes, he has phase shift. Let's go and kick him.
None can do this better
0
than
damage.
a warrior of the All-Father.
But... Oh, it hasn't actually turned off phase shift. Interesting. And grant 20 momentum.
Reign.
Right to cast, she has 1 point. Let's go and give it to... sure, let's give it to Kibala. CC... So hang on, this guy... Every second successful attack. I would say he's not under phase shift. I could be wrong. Let us go and... mark up the prey.
Oh, a wicked thought.
And then let's go over penetration. Wow, shooting this guy doesn't get a shot to the guy in the back. That's interesting.
What? A new note in discordance melody. Let's see.
Start to take out the Beast Master, Regimental Tactics.
A genius at work.
Praise attack gains 7 additional damage and gains half the bounty hunter critical bonus to critical hit chance.
Let's see.
Sold. Okay, 2 stunned, 1 not stunned. Kill fiends, but he doesn't actually have. I'm going to assume that was a miss. Is he dodged? Yes. Let's go and tuck yourself in here. And
On it.
let's go and lightning damage everybody. Okay, these 2 are now immune to damage.
Will do.
Killed Beastmaster. Second, folks. Don't think I've ever gotten through a stream without sneezing. And
But of course.
let us
Gal. There's no one route forward.
Pascal.
Successfully terminated.
Now wonderfully dead. Let's just go and blind one of these guys. Oh wow, that actually did 10 damage. That's interesting. No, let's not go and use a hurricane. Like I said, I need to sort him out a bit. He's a bit of a waste in terms of what he's able to do, sort of thing. Oh wait, let's
I bring mercy and retribution.
jump over around to the back.
Final web.
Both of them are now deactivated.
Let not the righteous fear. Let their blades be sharp. My blade whispers your name.
Go and blind him.
Oh, was that you?
Chimera friend just taking a nap on the ground.
As the tenets demand. As honor ordains.
Could be pretty much dead by now. There you go.
Brings me no pleasure.
Very dead. Even the monster of the obscure sector of the webway feared her and fled out of sight. Blah, 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 blah. We sent more people to kill them. And here we are. Our next round. We have just the one. So let's just set up in an identical manner. Come this way. You can come this way. Behind here, and Adira behind here. We'll of course start with the exact same opener. I'm just gonna see how big I can make this pile of corpses.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Lidless there, he's not quite. He's not quite stunned. Front line centered on him.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Stun him once again, or try and stun him once again, I should say. Nope, not stunned. It doesn't look like he does get stunned. He gets staggered instead. Let us.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Charge. Oh, he can't quite charge. He's like probably one square. He's one square too far away. That's just a pain.
See how the wolf succeeds.
No, I can't use a charge off run and gun. There's a bigger shame. I wanted to try and kick him prone.
Foes reek of cowardice.
Gonna put some bullets in him then. And that'll be that.
I am a navigator,
far?
not a servitor.
Split military tactician. He misses. He gets dodged. Heals himself. He's blinded me. And he's now toxic bursted me. Wow, he does have quite a lot of attacks, huh? Let's go mark him as prey.
I won't sully myself with that.
Come around all the way to here, and then let's
A wicked thought.
get a line of fire on him that should be unobstructed. Great.
Marked for demise.
Have a grenade.
See?
Everybody play nice.
Genius at work.
Ah, so he's getting 10,000 goes, it seems.
I hunger for battle.
Strike. Kick.
Corpse play.
Oh, he's still standing.
So
Rapid fire.
shall it be. I will carve runes.
Point blank, unload. Bolt pistol into him. Yep, we killed the next guy. Guess what? We're gonna fight someone else. Yeah, I don't know who just turned up. We have just one bad guy again. We have the perfect specimen. Deadly stimulants. This creature loses wounds per turn for each level of chemical frenzy. Possible combat when this creature's wounds are below 30%, it restores all AP and MP and can attack again. Chemical frenzy. Alright. Well, once again, let's do the exact same thing. It is not a plan that is failing me so far, so why change it?
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
100 health gone, and I haven't even attacked him.
If I may.
Middle line. Back line.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Front line. Kill him.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
He did not quite
Isn't this a job for the
get
serfs?
stunned. How about this time? No, he didn't get stunned again. Alright, well, let's go and let's see if I've got this correct in my head. Yes, first ability for him is
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
free. So let us charge. Yeah, we're gonna go to the side. I really don't know why. But it'll do, it'll do. Let's see if we can kick him. We did kick him, but he didn't fall over.
So it shall be.
Gain our 20 momentum. Dodged. Jur, anger rising. CC. You know what, we're just going to step back to here. And mark him as prey.
Oh, let's see.
Plus 40 temporary wounds. I never said you were allowed temporary wounds. Those will disappear straight away.
Schemes. A new note in discordant melody.
Don't bother with the +1 stack of perplexed. We are, however, going to very much go and shoot him again.
Let's see
Idira is going to go and blind him. Sensory deprivation. We are then going to try and make him attack his allies. That's not really a thing right now.
On it.
Discharges of the motive force fill the air.
Will do.
They cast dodge even more. None of that really matters because we are just going to walk Pascal over here and end this thing's life force. Perfect specimen. That's what the Mechanicus thinks of you. Beast of immeasurable flesh fell. Who's next?
What a curious specimen.
Interesting. We have an Argonus pain engine. We actually have 8 enemies this time. So that is... We've got... He's there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're all on this side. Witch Guardians, Incubus Guardian, Witch Guardian, Weak Guardian, Incubus, Kikaros. There she is. And then our Argonus pain engine. Let's double check. Grant Shadow Protection to Kikaros for 1 round, which allows her to avoid damage from the next enemy, the next attack or attack ability for her enemy. Reject the flesh. Combat Master. Okay. So you know what? Once again, we're going to put Cass right in there. So this is going to, in essence, turn a smidge. So we are going to CC stick you in there. Pascal, stick you around here. Kibala, stick you in there. You are going to come to the usual spot by there. And Idira, yep, let's just stick you in next to PC. And hang on, let's go Cass. Right, now let's keep you where you are. Let's begin. There's a lot of attacks before I get my next attack. Let us try... Take that.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
You guys are in the rear line. Back line will once again... I think I do need to move ever so slightly. You know what? We're going to go and... that by there. And then the front line being amongst these guys. Right. And then doesn't take away my movement. Waking Nightmare. Can we get both of these guys? Yes, we can. That is Kikaros, isn't it? Hang on. Yes. Burn that one. 912 822. 748 665. Damn, you gotta love that ability. Right, and now I want to potentially here aim this in this direction. Okay, let's in fact, how about if we come to here? Aim this in this direction. And we get everybody bar 1. I can live with that. Let's see what we can do.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Now, you would be right to question sticking Cass out in the open, but she has the highest dodge out of my whole party. She is actually one of the people that I am ever least worried about, because she has the highest dodge in my whole party. Oh, I can actually get the one that I missed. Let's continue to get the same ones. We should do a bit more damage.
Isn't
I mean, 112 to 117. So the pain engine is staggered. Did we manage? Oh, we got 1 stunned. 2 stunned. 3 stunned. Not stunned. 4 stunned. So we got 4 out of 8 stunned. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. The Argonus pain engine does, however, go next. So there is always that. Let us go and...
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me?
And let's standardly
If
give
you
him another
insist,
go.
Lord Captain.
Now, I want him to, in essence, come stand in between these two. What do you reckon the chances are of that working out how I want it to? Nope. Let's go and chop that down and then kick. Still standing? Fair enough. Ulfar's command. Oh, Inquisitor's command even. Back to Cass. Yep, that will be the end of the go. So there you go. 2 down. We'll have Kikaros and the Agonis Pain Engine go. Shadow Protection. Wow, she actually got hit. Next attack or attack ability against this creature will not deal damage. There you go. So I assume that's no longer... Yeah, that's no longer there. Toxic Needle. I don't know if that hit anybody or anything. This is Cassia. She did actually take a bit of damage. I'm a little bit shocked by that. Right, so where are we? We're all the way back here. Now... I can throw a free grenade, so let's quite frankly throw one.
Huh. What if...
Have a bit of a mind scrambler grenade. And then... make the Agonis Pain Engine and Kikaros pray. And then let us... I mean... got this Wicked Guardian at the back and this Incubus Guardian right here. If I was to come and stand... Oh, I threw a grenade. I can't move. Never mind. How about nice? We can get a couple of people. Let's over-penetrate.
Schemes, plan schemes. Oh,
like this guy.
Genius at work.
That does... grease a few things. Beautiful shooting.
Madness!
Go and shoot some more.
Oh, a wicked thought.
You call this a strike?
Yep. Everybody play nice. I'm also looking at you, Adira. And we'll go for raid. Apparently gets me an immediate another shot.
See.
This in blood.
Don't quite know how that one worked out. Dodged. Skip go. Skip a go. And can't quite get into there. How about we try and kick this dude? I'm just gonna walk through this toxic sludge.
The fame hungry come.
Take a swipe at this one.
None can do this.
You will pay for this in blood.
Unleash a pistol burst right there.
So
Go run and
it
gun.
shall be.
No, we're actually just gonna finish this one off.
I will carve runes out of your bones.
We're gonna go and make it so Kikaros can see a lot less. And let's analyze the Agonis Pain Engine a little bit. We do have some movement. Oh, there's somebody on the floor. I was about to say, apparently we can't move forward for some very strange reason. That's because there is somebody on the floor.
My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
Number of extra turns. We're gonna go and save the heroic act. Yes, for Ibala, who...
Trust me.
going to jump in here.
Caught by the web.
We should have
As
done
honor
extra damage
ordains.
first.
I shall
it
not
hurts.
fail. The shadows.
Dance.
You will pay for this in blood.
Oh.
An offering of blood.
Oh, see that extra... Oh, no, that was all a bunch of 12s. Or maybe there was 100 in there. Okay, they get an extra go.
My Caramite hide is
All I can say, quite
strong.
frankly, is how dare they? We're going to... Oh, interesting. They have a shield back up. Double check it again. Next attack or attack ability. So let us...
As the tenets demand.
flick that on.
Trust me.
0 damage, but that's fine. That was measured. We are then going to Death
Let the
Waltz.
blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed.
Death is a blessing.
Quite frankly, this ability is nothing but insane. I mean, there you go. We finally stopped doing madness, quite
Anything
frankly.
else?
Let's go and blind that one a little bit more. Do you know what? Yeah, that'll do. They just dropped dead.
As honor.
Unfortunately, we
ordains.
can't get into the middle of all three of them. Or we can, though.
I shall not fail. The other side awaits. As the tenets killing brings me no pleasure.
That one on the ground's dead. That one will die most probably on their next turn. How many more versions of this do I have? 3. Let's start waltzing over here.
Trust me.
Your last stroke of luck. You call this a strike?
And then, I'm going to do all of that in reverse.
The shadows will see it done. Death is a blessing.
I mean, look at this. Reverse the dance. Right, that's finally all over. We've got one person left with 13 health and a 27 ticking damage. Do you know what? No, I don't have a second weapon. Okay, I was about to say... Oh, do you know what, in fact? I'm going to go and bop them on the head with my staff. Why? Because I can. They are still standing. Just a single weapon
As
attack.
the tactical imperative dictates.
Ripper sheds and offer her remains to the cult. This way! My merchant vagabond, make haste! The fog of frenzy, and something will come, and etc. etc.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Yep, we still... Oh, and we get a Xeno emitter whenever the wearer inflicts burning on an enemy. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. And that... always at the cargo zone. Always at the cargo zone. Oh, we'll keep one of those, but in general, always at the cargo zone. Is that to carry equipment? Yeah, it is, unfortunately. Always at the cargo zone, and always at the cargo zone. Let's flick it all to the right. Let's take you back along with that. And flick it all. There. And our escape we make. Harlequin has shown the way for us to go. And through the gaping mouth we shall leap to places safer be, or something, I don't know. Obviously I'm clearly not as eloquent as the people that wrote the Harlequin. Let's do a quick bit of leveling up though. Let's have a quick skip back over here. Let me see. Let us go and grab Perception, I think. A common talent. You want something common, you say? Last weapon expert. You have perception, agility, and ballistic skill. skill. Allow myself to start equipping bolt weapons. That could be fun. But I could, in fact, allow myself to start equipping flame weapons. We're more of a ranged character, but if we end up in a kind of a point-blank style of situation, if I had a good flamer equipped, it could actually be quite useful. I mean, the only other one that I've got marked, well, I mean, we've got more demolition skill. I think we're okay for that, to be perfectly honest. And then +5 to skills. You know what? We're gonna see if we can make a bit of a hybrid, close and distant character. We, of course, very much could love putting some stuff in intelligence. However, let's give ourselves 5 more strength, because of course our weapon strikes do depend on our strength. Up close scan, pressing immediately apply the machine spirit communion effect. Effect of exposed weakness ability gain bonuses against enemies under the effects of machine spirit communion, as if those enemies had 2 more stacks of exploit. Pascal uses plasma or metal weapons for the first time in a round. He gains +1 AP. What I actually needed on this guy is yes, all of these things, in fact, but what I really, really need is dual weapon combat. Maybe even some grenadier. He needs to be able to do more, basically. So dual weapon combat. Maybe actually that was just a bad choice, to be honest, because we don't really have much ballistic skill. It's probably going to be quite hard to hit people with my ranged on Pascal. You can... Oh, definitely more strength. Let's get you some more damage, because you do enough attacks that even a smidge extra damage is a lot. Dual weapon combat. Go and mark that in. Then if we quickly just switch to the equipment, because I mean, we've got a sword with 17 to 30. This is with 22 to 30. Now, it's not a very good sword, I will admit. Even then, it pretty much gives as much damage as a great sword. Plus, then we have the bio dagger. Oh, I don't know. It depends kind of how all the extra attacks and everything work. Because think about it, just because you've got 2 weapons doesn't mean you can do more. And I do use all of her AP. So she might actually be better just with the heavy greatsword. Because it's not like you attack once with 2 weapons and you actually attack with both weapons. That's kind of the point. May have just kind of gone awry with that one as well. Let us put some skills into... Ooh. Perception. When our dodge comes off perception, I think our health, maybe? No, that's willpower. And base skill, we've had fellowship perception. I could go and grab the willpower. Yep, let's go and grab that. I think willpower actually does use, or have a use for willpower, I should say. Then be nice successful dodge or parry by the Cyclone allies combined grants the Cyclone additional 2 AP on the next turn. Then she's one that I haven't got her set up properly to really utilize all of her action points, which is something you really should do, because, you know, otherwise you're wasting valuable action points. Because on some characters, as you can see, you need more. You really do need to be able to use the ones you've got. Let's just get a double willpower hit. And Ulfar. Let me see. I mean, your stats are just really so good. Let's go for extra... I'm gonna say perception. Then, trusty weapons. And there's always the possibility of it. I'm not gonna go and lie, but chain weapon expert. Yeah, I mean a good old chain axe. Beautiful, beautiful chain axe would just be a lovely little thing for him. Ability of an axe or the shove ability of a hammer or mace costs -1 AP less. A lot of projectile weapons. That's a pretty safe one. Okay, so we've just come through here, and
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
I do actually remember this. Try the strange drink. Okay. Burns your mouth and leaves a taste of decay in your tongue after you spit it out. Oh wow. Oh wow, that was a terrible idea. Our fatigue has skyrocketed. I should never have done that. We've got some goods back here which we've gone and missed. We've got... During the turn, the wearer gains stacks of tactical advantage equal to the number of enemies they hit during that turn. Oh. That can't be used, I'm going to guess, by my Space Marine. Whether the enemy makes an attack of opportunity against the wearer, that enemy must pass an agility resistance test or become blinded for 1 round.
There will be
let's come
no
down here.
peace in my wake.
Goods. Removes 1 trauma. I feel like this should be a trauma. Oh, there he is. He's stuck up here. Can't actually fit down here. So we know what happens when we go forward in a second. Now, I'm sure I did test this. I will admit, I'm sure I have tested this. But, let's go type. First off, let's go and equip some more grenades, because grenades are fun. Four rounds and increase the chance to hit and to be hit with ranged weapons by -50%. Target an area fails a toughness resistance test. It suffers toxin of 20. Let us... Like I said, yes, let's go and stack those on. In patch.
What torments you?
Removes 1 trauma. I feel like
There's
this is a
life in you
trauma.
yet. Use it wisely.
But it's really not. It's very strange.
No medicae needed. Just give me some mjod.
I truly wish that were the case. I don't know. Apparently fatigued is not a trauma. I love how you can get 50 stacks of it, mind you. I mean, imagine having 50 stacks of trauma. Let's select everybody, please. Rearrange ourselves so I'm at the front. And, oh, here's Imerus as well. What's this? New playthings, no doubt. And here I thought the Reaving Tempest was intending to offer up your paltry cabal for our entertainment. The Poisonous Whisperer should learn to live up to their name, lest the Cabal of the Wounded Skies live up to theirs and make you bleed upon the Dark City, you sharp-tongued pest. No, 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 we were supposed to escape. What is this place? Are we the main course at this shindig? Did you just bring me here to listen to these dung-ridden beasts practice their meager wits? These blathering Xenos are making me angry. I'll kill them. Alpha, I wish to speak to them before you do what you intend to do. Bad enough talking with Xenos, their words are thick with lies. Once you let them touch your ears, you become a puppet pulled by their strings. We will put them all to death in a whirling bloodstorm. That will be a deed to honor the All-Father. So which one of you is worthy of getting the first taste of pain? Which one will have to settle for scraps? You belong to the Wounded Skies. I will help you remember the name by burning it into your eyeballs. The Wounded Skies are always so hasty and so eager to rush ahead. They fail to notice daggers being shoved into their backs by more worthy aspirants, who are offended by their witlessness. Thor throws back his head and lets out a terrifying howl filled with longing and the cold promise of a swift yet painful demise. The sound of it leaves no doubt in one's heart that bloodshed is now inevitable.
Come taste my blade!
Someone crazy is coming down the stairs. Stop. The reinforcements bar the entrance.
Curious creatures.
Oh, they're both still standing. That's interesting.
To vivisect you.
I will revel in your pain.
But like last time I did this, they actually killed each other, if I remember. But no, it looks like that hasn't gone to happen this time. So, now this one's a little bit annoying just because it's nice and spread out, and plus because of this, this piece here and this piece here, Ulfar, oh wait, maybe he can get, no he can't. Ulfar can't actually get down here, or down the other side. So that means, let's start with Ulfar. He's going to come back this way. People are... He's going to come in that direction. Pascal is going to stay exactly where he is. You are going to stick yourself down there, and you're going to see what you can do about the guys coming from this direction. Adira. Here. DC, come standing here. And that will be how we'll start ourselves off. Envoy of the Poisonous Whisper, Envoy of the Wounded Skies. Then we got, you know, a few people in the corners, a few people standing up on top of platforms. Got a few people here, and a few people there. Cass. Let us backline rotate.
If I may.
Have listen to this in there. Have the rear line. Can't rotate if it's overlapping. I wonder if Ulfar gets the effects of both of them now. Because he's technically got 1 foot in either side. The front line. I'm gonna go and stick around Pascal. I'm not even gonna attempt to stick it where Kibale may end up because she'll end up everywhere. Waking Nightmare. Now, we've got all of these guys, etc., but Chronos Parasite Engine might actually be the most scary thing we have. But let's get rid of the envoys. The envoys. And... as I said, let's see, can we... We apparently can't get the one at the back.
Me?
Let's see what we can do
If you
here.
insist, Lord Captain.
Little bit of stunned, a little bit of not stunned, a little bit of stunned. Where are they? A little bit of stunned. Alright, so we got 2 out of 3. That's not a bad hit. Let us... Can't get to the one up top, so let's just hit the same guys again.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I think, yep, that got us a stun on the leftover. And then let us... plunge Ulfar forward. Wow, we've got 4 guys over here as well. There are 22 people here. Wow. I didn't think we had that many people in this fight. Let us... yeah, let's get you right in this corner.
My revenge will be delectable.
See how the wolf succeeds?
Go and kick you.
So it shall be.
Increase momentum. Back to Cass. All good. And then we're going to...
A wicked thought.
penetrate.
Schemes. Another one is shattered.
On death.
What if?
On death. One heroic act on its way. I mean, no one's really, should we say, weak. Couple of weak, not weak. No, nobody's really weak, so it's not so much as if, you know, I'm gonna have a good attack against anyone in particular. Everybody play nice. Now, oh yes, we can also go Grenadier.
Let's see. Flames. Another one.
Another one dead. Let's switch weapon.
A wicked thought.
Fell in slaughter. Let's use this heroic act.
Of madness! A new note in discordant melody.
Gonna take out another one.
You've unleashed my fury.
A genius at
Let me
work.
educate you on the art of pain.
And then...
Oh, a wicked thought.
Switch my weapons back. Woo! Calm down the shooting. Tex! Yes, we can jump into there, but first...
I am your blade and
increase our damage. We're down to 18 from 22, so 4 managed to get themselves brutally killed by me.
Ordained.
Woe to you.
Wow, that one's almost dead already. Let us... Next single target melee attack. Oh, let's go for that.
As the tenets.
So much blood.
Come. The other side awaits. Trust me. The shadows will see. Brings me no pleasure.
Let's then run this backwards.
Come. The other side awaits.
And all the way back up to here. Right, that's down to 14 people. Let's just keep going.
Your last stroke of luck.
After Kibalo, we do have Pascal. Now, in terms of heroic acts, I would ideally like to wait for Adira. Are we still going to have heroic act at that point? We might even have another heroic act at that point. Do you know what? Let us... Carnival of Misery.
The undying emperor whispers.
Everybody just got bleeding and burning, and I assume that's due to an increase in Carnival of Misery that I've gone and used. That one just died. I'm gonna leave any more waltzing and dancing because violence.
Weak yet iron.
More ensuing violence.
The scriptural proclamation equation.
More ensuing violence. That was insane.
Running binaric override.
Oh, whoops. Oh no, suffer damage over time in a full size radius around execute immediately suffer an extra instance. Oh wow, it turned it all off. Interesting. That means I now can't shoot them either.
Request.
Your skill is lacking.
People are just taking damage, quite frankly. Idira. Oh. Exactly do we want to hit with anything? If I was to say jump in here and say lightning bolt these guys, we wouldn't hit our own character?
Not this Scryer's job. I
Done.
know what is to come.
A work for a flesh crafter.
Go and blind matters at this point. Let's go and full warning ourselves. Go and, you know what, let's just go and blind this guy.
No can do.
Nope, well, apparently we can't see them beyond this construct that's very, very see-through.
But of course.
Cool, we'll get that guy in the back.
You've unleashed
Let's
my
just call that a turn.
fury.
You are going to... Devastating
Can
attack.
do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
Done on rapid fire.
Corpse play. Quiet disgrace.
That's a lot of dead. Let us...
My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. I will carve runes out of your bones.
Another one dead. We're down to 9 after one round. Not bad.
Die in disgrace.
No one else want to try and run away from a space wolf because killed their friend. Wasn't really a friend, but
The other side awaits.
Refuse about.
right. Come up to here.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
You will pay for this in blood.
If I may. Another fire painted black.
My blood.
Let us...
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
You are marked for demise!
Give a full extra turn. I mean, what do we got? We've got one guy back here. Be dead soon enough. Got 2 guys here and another one here. That's 4. Oh, we've got one still down here. Didn't realize that. So we're going to give a full extra turn to... It probably does need to be CC.
I'll paint your death in colors.
And let's come to here.
Huh. What if...
Get rid of this one. They're the most annoying.
Behold the wrath of madness!
95% chance and a miss.
A predictable downfall.
Revenge slaughter.
Schemes within schemes. Let's
Gun.
see.
Damn it, we need to reload. Oh, but that does cost me nothing, so...
Storm approaches. Elate claims. Another one.
What? Are you claiming I cannot see them? Ah, because of this flag thing. That is disgusting. Disgusting behavior, I tell you. Fine, full penetrating shot through the side of the skull.
Another one is
Oh, there's still
shattered.
somebody alive. Who have we still got? Oh, there's somebody back here. That's a pain. I thought it was all over. Keebler. Come here. Somewhere close.
I will leave footprints
dancing.
of scarlet.
Done. That's better. You are staring into the eyes of an animal that enjoys killing. No, it does not enjoy it. It just kills, finding no joy or delight in doing so. It kills because that is its nature. Emperor protects warrior. From beneath the veneer of bloodthirsty indifference, something resembling a living emotion surfaces on the giant's face. You hear words breaking through the wall of bared teeth for the Allfather. Ulfar's bristling, fiery hair lies flat once more, and the imprint of death vanishes from his gaze. The face of a wild beast gives way to a grimace of weariness, grief, and shame. Gonna be dispatched. Just what happened to you? Malice of Wolfen beset my heart and nearly consumed it forevermore. What kind of grief must it be to have nearly cost you your sanity? It is the breath of the frost that chills the bones. It is the lightless malice born of despair. The curse that preys upon them who have seen too many things and hate with too much heart. Too long have I been here. Too long have I served as a tool of the unrighteous wretches. A shameful fate for the Allfather's warrior, and shame is what scorches my soul. When I saw that I had once again become their plaything, and yet another Xenos had set me upon his foes, I thought it would go on forever. My mind could not accept the indignity of it, and so my mind hid like a coward would. Only thirst remained. Blind destruction, no thoughts, no regrets, no purpose, to be a beast, not a human, a sweet temptation for a lone wolf. You have people to fight for, people who need you, as you are a warrior, not a beast. The Allfather, Russ, my brothers, I belong to them. I am their blade, and this blade will never break. See why the... Yes, where is that slippery wretch? Let me have a word with him. Oh. Now that's how you fade into existence. Your dance is now tableau, and I lament. The darkness in the eyes that saw the path, I peer into those tunnels black and bleak. A gleam I seek, the one that points the way to your imprisoned kin in Tempest's cage. The cursed gesture, back again. If you start weaving your webs of rotten claptrap again, I'll rip out your useless tongue. At the top of the spire, they are all there. Help them. Arabenian, and help me. Take me away from here when it is all over soon. Disdain you not will I with a refusal. Your soul's refrain will I keep safe as well. But leave to me reality, Farseer, and dreams I'll give into your worthy hands. You dragged me here to save that Farseer. You listen well, O pathless wanderer. Night music's leitmotiv you have discerned. The title virtuoso you have earned. The grand finale of this gory piece, where perfidy and cunning reign supreme, shall now unfold my merchant vagabond. I don't know what's doing my head in more, my whispers or his damned metaphors. Why can't he just say, I saved your asses, now do this for me. Whack these upstarts and get out while you can. Even Fleshbeak is more efficient than the speech patterns of this Xenos. Hypothesis. The Elucidator machine spirit has been affected by the pernicious influence of this place and is producing distorted output. I seek permission to conduct a technical survey. Assume he was a valuable prisoner. The executioner lost interest and blithely tossed the toy despised aside. Proclaiming it a gift to empty bellies, he let the rabble tear it into scraps. And tooth and claw they fought to claim a share, with everyone extolling his lagress. What do you want from me? Oh dear lord. Comora's ancient law was boldly spurned, and too despoiled were Cruderak's remains. The Tempest's mistress, spurred by avarice, forbidden plunder brought to her dark nest. And though the city shrinks from those souls, in darkness gleam with coruscating flame. The interdict is scorned, the pact ignored, Comora waits, Comora tastes its doom. To make of drama farce beyond belief, a pair uncredited assume the stage. A cutthroat monkey, captive of thief, a dancer, make strife poet, guileful knave. Continue. When Coda's note falls silent evermore, the last a duty will perform, and then the first will move her exodus in act. Imerus acted recklessly when she decided to bring captive psychers back to Comora. The webray is extremely sensitive to psychic powers, and the psychic presence could force the Dark City apart at the seams, opening gaping chasms to the warp. If the other Cabals knew about this audacious stunt... Why are you even interested in this? The Starved One's fate to shout from the storm enlisted me. The laugh of jest unended. The soul is not at home amidst dark walls. It yearns to sing, and I hearken to long. Energy by name oblivion. It's a bit too much. The Harlequin said the words laugh of jest unending with reverence, as it were to a title or rank. You recall that the Harlequins serve the laughing god Kegorak. It seems the Xenos is saying that it is at Kegorak's behest that he is attending to save the Farseers. Drive up to where the thieving storm has built its squalid nest among the darkening sky. The Tempest plunder hoards are buried there, and captives, riches, trophies all within. Amidst this cache, a gate to real space find. Pass through to freedom tempting and so craved. Companions have I bought and steps revealed. My lines run out, I have no more to give. The stage is yours, my merchant vagabond. Go fetch a vessel swift and get gone. Ship, we will finally leave this horrible place flooded with scarlet hues of agony and washed out tinges of despair. Thank you for having me. The time has come to end this performance. I don't care about you. I want to leave the clutches. I am too tired of your deceit and manipulation. Now I know the path to reason. I have no reason to help you. Get out of here. Bring my comrades who previously served the commissar from the chasm. Time has come for this performance to end. Say nothing. The Harlequin vanishes in a blue shimmer of air. See, now that's how you vanish. End dialogue. Stop. Oh, and he vanishes in thin air. Exit stage left. Like, okay, yeah, good vanish. Collect all. Around and make sure
my nerves are frayed.
I haven't missed anything. I can't see any goods. No goods. Victim. Okay, nope, we can't get around there anyway. Okay, no goods left behind. Goods are packed as cargo. Up we charge to the terrace. Here we are. Go down. I assume there's no way off this platform. Go down athletics, 100%.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
Yes. Yes, it was. I'm going to blow up this wall.
Curiosity sings in my veins. Applaud my brilliance. A tantalizing anomaly.
Any number of containers, some of sort beyond. Oh, beautiful. Melter charge. Hour of Despair. Avenger tactical gunners. Whenever an attack of opportunity is performed against the wearer gains 1 stack of the Vengeance effect. Using a non-attack ability grants the wearer a 5% bonus to dodge and parry for each enemy adjacent to the wearer. That still doesn't get me under there, that's fine. There's nothing back there. There's nothing down here. Down these stairs we go.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Checked. Nothing. Yeah. The 2 pilots are already disarmed and shackled. They give you a haunted look as you approach them, but do not dare to say anything. Take a glance at the Xenos boat. Sure, its design and certain parts appear bizarre, but you can still guess their purpose. You could probably steer it. I can steer a gondola Elentak. We do not need these pilots. Are they Eldari or Drukhari? If you die, your choice. First look at the fresh blood all over your face and clothes, exchange glances and take off running without saying a word. The gondola is yours. The Arabenian told us to follow him to you. Up we go to the spire of the Reaving Tempest. Up, and away we go. Well, I know for a fact things can get real fun in here. And we are coming to the end of the chapter again, I know that for a fact. And let's just say the final battle...
They will see.
It's one I'm worried about.
Oh, yes.
But when it
they
comes
all
to
will see.
when it comes to getting fights sorted out, why hello. The Gargantuan Spire is too large to see in its entirety. True proportions are shrouded in shadows, and you feel as if those shadows try to envelop and swallow you whenever you look away. That's our way out, eh? Can't wait. I can't wait to get far away from here. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I really want to see a real sun. Not those pale, feeble things among the spires. I smell blood in the air, blood that is about to be spilt. I hear the echo of clashing swords and the terrified screams of Xenos writhing under our heel. Oh, Father, what a marvelous feast you have prepared for me. The colors here are especially dark and dangerous. It is as if I am drowning in a bottomless ocean of billowing haze. But what is it? I feel a faint tremor coming from deep within the spire, like a call of the immaterium, except much purer. An attack. Elliot touches the glowing stone in her chest and turns her aching gaze to the spire. Her face is burdened with a strange expression, as if a roaring torrent of sadness, fear, and rage is about to erupt. My kin from Krudorak are still there. I can sense it, as I can sense the flames of their souls inexorably going out. Please, while there is still time, we must save them. Let me accompany you into the nest of depravity and that domain of anger, pain, anger, and betrayal of my kind. Fury and fear are devouring me from the inside out, and I do not know what frightens me more, the grim answers that hide behind the spire's walls, or the scars that my heart will bear once I discover them. Yet I must learn the truth about my world. Perhaps this is the day the outcast finds her path again. You'll save your kin, you have my word. From myself wondering if a single Farseer, gazing at the hazy visions of things yet to come, ever glimpsed a future where the key to their salvation stemmed from the duo of a monkey and an outcast. Come along, let us tear the Farseer's lives from the clutches of my insatiable cousin. So, we do have to take her. We will probably... I think we'll take out Ulfar. I have been using him. He is a very, very useful character. I mean, Cass, 100% instrumental. Obviously, I have to have me. Kibala, absolute demon when it comes to the battlefield, so to say. Could always swap out for Pascal. He does a little bit, but he has actually... if he actually gets a go, that's the problem. A lot of these people don't actually get a go. And Adira is also very good for crowd control. Yeah, so we'll swap out for Ulfar. As for the webway gate that the Erebanian mentioned, for it to open before you and let you enter the webway, you would require help from one of our kind. I could try to open the gate, but to do that, I would need a certain construct, a resonance device. The master of this place must keep it close at hand. You wish me to use my knowledge and open a path out of Gamora for us? Find this item. Without it, I am powerless to make the webway allow us entry into its labyrinth. What is the plan to find your kin? Farseers are not easy captives to keep. Whatever the Dark Ones are using to repress my kin's powers, those tools will be noticeable. I will find a way to them. Venture into the depths of the spire. Alright, alright, alright. Here's Ulfar standing around. I'm assuming I could probably go and grab him and...
In this tapestry of a world,
use him.
I am the rogue threat.
If I so
Watch your
choose.
steps.
Is that because this is, in fact, booby-trapped? Not that I can interact with it, but I believe it's booby-trapped. Just go and ignore it then. We've kind of lost some athletics ability. Oh, and I need to... Damn it. I hope we don't go straight into a fight. No, we don't. Good. I actually do need to upgrade Elliot. So, we have... We're going to go Lore of Xenos. We're pretty high on that with... in fact, yeah, we're high on that with Adira. How about Awareness? Joint with CC? Well, we'll go Awareness. Why not? And then... let us grab... Whenever an enemy is killed by a critical hit scored by the bounty hunter ally. I mean, well, do we have any of these that are... No, we don't have any of these that are starred that I haven't managed to grab. Enemy, a critical hit, all allies in a 7-star radius around the target gain. round they gain target difficulty tier movement points. Yeah, sure. Right, piercing shot has their armor reduced by -7% until the end of combat. Oh yeah, sure. Do some armor. And for a basic skill, wow, my dodge is pretty laughable. You know what? Let's hit up 1 score of agility. Gets me up to my next bonus percentage. Base skills. Do we have anything marked? We do not. Drukhari weapon proficiency. Let's go and grab that. Go to the inventory. Right, let's actually check what she's got and what I technically have available. Let's have a start looking through weapons. Modified shard carbine. We'll definitely keep what we've currently got equipped. Right, so hang on. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Deadshot splinter rifle. Again, not quite the same as the Eye of Hecaton. Cargo. Life Sunderer. Go to cargo. Bloodbite Hex Rifle. Cargo. Aldari Long Rifle. Go to cargo. Blaster times 2. We get the Dark Light Blast, that very long targeted shot. I can just go to cargo. Wondrous Portent. Cargo. Cargo. Goes to cargo. If we come down and look at armor. Yep, no. Ranger armor. Oh. Witch armor. Nope. What we have better than that. Incubus armor. Nope. That. And armor of despair. We won't be using that either. Probably Malachi style armor. Bleeding, burning, or toxin effect on a target. This effect gets an additional 2 stacks. This effect. Well, no, that's probably not actually much good for you. Ranged weapon within melee range. No, that's not really going to be any good for you either. That's probably actually a lot better. And what have we got equipped here? Those weakness. That's not too bad. Fix exhaustion. Yeah, we'll keep that. Wow, we don't even have a pair of boots equipped. Chewable item. Immune to slow and immobilized. 12% parry. Range attack from any cover. This attack gains 35% armor penetration. Very nice. Yep, so that'll be those. Bonus 2 damage against enemies. That dealt damage to the wearer this round. Probably not. What else have we got that's better? Melee attack in combat. Dodge is a melee attack. Plus 10% to dodge. Yep, we're not going to be inflicting burning on too many people. Going to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon. What else have we got? Strength and toughness. Strength. Attack of opportunity. Crimson Oblivion. Assassin. Run and gun. Regain stacks of tactical advantage equal to the number of... Right, let's go run and gun. Have any helmets? Oh, we have a few. 15 bonus perception, but a -5 penalty to willpower. I think we'll probably keep that as is. All right. That's pretty much. And we're also going to go and give you lovely stabbing medical item. You're all fully equipped. Do with item. Stores only a 29. Stores 42 wounds. We'll go and give you some of those. All right. Okay, so we've got something shooting at us from that direction. Let us...
You're always praying, Cog. Don't you ever bore yourself? Do you even know what...
Move the barrier. Oh, we got some goods.
How intriguing.
Well, Xenos, go and disarm that. So we've got some more shots coming from that direction.
Do you see that?
Found the trap.
That wasn't so difficult.
Okay, let's connect the platforms. Nice. That's now...
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Place is quite hard to kind of keep a bit of a track on. So we came from up here, I think. Yeah, that's where we started. We're now over here. Okay, that's blocking that way. If I come up here... Oh, there's an Eldari right there.
Searching is my
I
observance.
guide humanity between the stars.
Xenos, disarm that trap.
The premonition runs true.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Got something shooting off in that direction. Alt disable.
The Whispers told me how.
So that's definitely finished. Good.
I sense something nearby.
There is a lot
They will
of
see. Oh,
Eldari
yes,
around
they
here.
all will see.
Now the question is, so this will probably be a Lord Xenos, so that is Zira.
My Whispers crave entertainment.
Yes, we can get past it. Good. Arm that trap.
That wasn't so difficult.
More to the point, back here, I believe where we started. Although, is this... I could have sworn we had something to do with one of these popped up. Fine. Let's grab more goods here.
What lies beyond?
Check out the map. Okay. Currently looking like. We'll have this guy shooting away. Good, just underneath him. Disable, right there.
How may I serve the dynasty? The premonition runs true.
Go ahead. I'll get shot. Okay, that's me disabled. That has stopped.
None are better at searching.
The Whispers
There,
told
go
me how.
and...
Oh,
Basia?
what is that?
Kaitan, my son. The others. Basia's tortured body is barely moving. You have seen abject creatures like this before, stitched together from several bodies. Their miserable existence serves but to satisfy their homunculus master's morbid interest in perversions of the flesh. You have come, my son. Hold the line. Don't let the corruption spread further. I finished the statue, master. We are all united in the shadow of the great tree. Sister, in Tequila, Mentia, Cain claims our heart. O Isha, mother of all life, may your blessed Blessing, protect the children of Asuran from the abominations of bodily and spiritual torture. End their suffering. That is not so. The accursed homunculus has merged not just the Farseer's bodies, but their souls as well. They are still inside, in agony. Torn to pieces by memories, their own and others, but I can sense the shadow of she who thirsts creeping over ever closer. To devour them and erase them from this world forever. I cannot let that happen.
Spill no tears for me, Isha.
We do what now? Captured Farseers are being held somewhere in the labyrinth's depths. The homunculus condemned 4 Farseers to monstrous suffering by locking their minds in one body. The rogue trader ended their torment one way or another. Great gate, but she needs a special device. Found the trap.
Oh, the irony.
I have a feeling this is the way we're supposed to go. I'm actually going to very quickly
There
turn
will
around
be no peace in my wake.
and go up to our connected platforms.
Watch your steps.
Over.
Die
I do what
100%
I
chance. And then reassembled apparently while still alive. Numerous stitches and burns indicate the surgeon was not concerned. Kind of went. Goods.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Yes, that trap. Oh, what do we have to go to here? The main hall.
That wasn't so difficult.
Do I want to go to the main hall? Do I not want to? I think maybe I do want to go to the main hall.
Keep a sharp eye.
Activate that and we go and get this. Nice, couple
In
more.
this tapestry of a
Melter
world,
charges.
I am the rogue thread.
Okay, we are in fact gonna go back down south where we were going. That's the front door. Somewhere over here. What am I looking at? This way. Goods. Have some free goods. Oh, there's some just beside me as well, apparently. There you go, in that corner. Oh, there's some books. Some pamphlets. Made of strange material, has hastily tied with a coarse piece of string. The pages are covered in sharp, uneven handwriting and have brown stains on them. Goals: sevenfold increase in veil energy. Okay. Because I have a feeling that this way is a dead end. Oh, we're all going to march down here in slow time, looking glorious. Chimerag, what a strange feeling. Kayla, Mencha, Kane, take my heart. Placed on a grimstone pedestal in front of you is an intricate game board, broadly similar to the one Redside players use. Miniature figurines of Dukari and Asurani, skillfully fashioned out of onyx and wraithbone, are frozen in elegant poses opposite each other. Several of them are toppled, and for a moment you think you see fresh blood running from under the game pieces, down the small grooves carved into the board. Elliot, are you alright? He is stunned. Quiet, please stop. Stop torturing my mind. I will not let you become another spirit on the wind. Not for the light of a million stars, just let me explain myself. Observe silently. I left Kudarak because that was my path. Is that not what you have been teaching us from birth until the final moments of our lives? I can hear it very well. The mournful lament of our brothers and sisters tortured to death in this room. I prefer not to hear it, but I cannot. As clearly as I hear the melody of your soul's torment, but don't you dare. There is no need to blame me for what happened to you. Everything is all right. You could only hear her pleas and her curses. My heart shatters into 1,000 pieces at the mere sight of this tormented soul. But her words lash my mind more painfully, more ruthlessly than a three-tailed whip torments its victim's flesh. The Dark Ones possess the cursed gift of inventiveness in torture, and subject their victims to the worst horrors a mortal mind can conceive of. In their torture, they go far beyond the limits of the possible and the permissible. Look closer. These pieces on this board, designed for games that intrigue the mind, were fashioned from the flesh and blood of one of our Farseers. Her immortal soul remains forever connected to them. Why would they do that? Why does the wind blow and the rain fall? Why does starlight illuminate our path and the darkness dismay us? It is their nature. He dies with each piece taken and is resurrected at the end of the game. That I am a traitor and my path is paved with the bodies of my kin. That I am an outcast who carries the blame for the destruction of my home, since I heard the call of our dying ancestors, but did not return in time. That it should have been me in her place. Could not have saved Krudorak alone. But I could protect my home and met my end alongside the others. Still, for as long as at least one child of Krudorak is alive, its memory will not vanish, and I am yet to reach the end of my path. The seed planted long ago is yet to grow and bring forth the flower of truth. I can save what is left of her? It's hard to say how much more suffering her soul has yet to endure before we leave this city. She may even be devoured by silent thresh on the way. As forms like these make our souls very brittle and defenseless, but if you think there is a chance she can be saved, I will not stand in the way. We have received imprisoned Farseer's soul. That's a second Farseer by the looks of it. Lord Xenos?
The whispers told me how.
Nice. Increase the rate of fire of the wearer's weapons by +1 each time an enemy is killed. Perplexed is inflicted on all other enemies in a 2-cell radius. Whenever there attacks an enemy behind cover with a ranged attack, cover efficiency is increased by -40% for that attack. Let's have a quick look at ourselves. What are we currently wearing? Agility and athletics. Ballistic skill and 25% critical damage. So, in that case... So instead of run and gun, let us for those. This is a dead end in this direction. And here,
one step at a time, amidst the madness.
Bedekai 95%.
Just as I was taught.
They are moving ever so slightly. Young Oderi's body is floating in the murky glass vat filled with acrid acidic sludge. If the built-in xenocogitators changing meanings are anything to go by, the Oderi is alive, or at any rate not quite dead. His body belongs to a Farseer. I sense dormant energy coming from his exhausted mind. We must set him free. Back to the vat. And of the insane homunculus' creations designed for cruel experiments, the vat is part of a large mechanism which has a small mechanical dashboard built into its casing. You are, however, unfamiliar with the symbols on it. The thick tubes that deliver the suspicious-looking liquid straight into the vitreous depths of the mechanism disappear into an inexplicably smooth casing. The glass itself seems quite brittle, though. The symbols are unfamiliar to me. I suppose the homunculus is using a special code, so no overly curious assistant can hamper his experimentation. But old-fashioned brute force. Careful, watch your step. Can you hear me? Elliot helps the Farseer out of his prison, avoiding the broken glass. There we are. My purpose is to comply. Yes, I am born so I may die. My pain is your delight, master. Marag, what did the madman do to him? You remember who you are and where you come from. I remember the taste of pain and the smell of pain and the color of pain too. You are one who dreams of what has come to pass and what yet lies in the haze ahead, a Farseer from a craft world. What happened to Krudorak? I Every finger in place, but why? The first one goes for the sake of pain and pleasure. The second one disappears when it is time for humility. Third, what happens to the third? I do not think he is going to tell us anything of value. There is no one left who can answer my questions. I have been in here many cycles in my past lives, and I will be in my future ones an infinite cycle. Rebirth, healing, visions of the future. What is the point of eternal life if only ever brings suffering? Be quiet, Master will come back. Master will punish piece by piece, piece by piece, by piece by piece. He's coming with us, Elentak. I will not let you abandon him here. I need him. Farseer suddenly turns his head towards her for the first time. His gaze is clear and focused. Child, you have returned to us at a dark hour. No, Yidit leans over the Dari's body to help, but his eyes are wide open and his chest no longer rises and falls from his cautious breath. He was aware, he remembered me, Elentak, and then suddenly he was dead. What kind of curse haunts Crudorak's children within these walls? Let us go. I refuse to believe there is no one else left. Do you understand? I cannot let the serpent in my soul devour my already fading hope. My hope of finding out the truth of what happened to Crudorak. There is no giving up now. After the lengths I've gone to in order to get here, we will find other Farseers. We will. Good small pamphlets, no doubt.
They will see. Oh,
I
yes,
sense something
they
nearby.
all will see.
On that.
The premonition runs true. Watch your steps.
I get through
Did
here. I
mention
do see
that
some
my
enemies.
whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
Let's see how to
Pick a fight,
dismember
12
you
people.
properly.
You dare oppose us?
Bloodthirsty experiment, disciples of pain, more bloodthirsty experiments, more disciples of pain. Okay, most look melee. Disciples of pain look like, yes, they do have a pistol, but the bloodthirsty experiments look pure melee. Right, and there is a rough mixture of all of them, and on the experimental tables, they are empty or full of people's guts. Good to know. Alright, well, we are actually going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, same time tomorrow, we will look to finish Komora. We've got, obviously, this fight to finish up. And after that, we have to, from memory, go up and say hello to our current master, who I may or may not put a bullet through, depending on how things go. And then, of course, we have to actually escape, which is the true fight of the chapter, the last fight of the chapter, and it is the fight that I have been worried about for the whole game in terms of doing this in Grim Darkness mode. So, on that, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we'll leave that there. Next session is going to be an interesting one. If we can get through it, fingers crossed, touch wood, we will be able to keep pushing forward very, very nicely. And so until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until we see you again, as per always, I hope that you will stay safe, happy,